but they fell behind 5-1, and it all happened early. Freed didn't last long. And, he can just stay in Southern California, I suppose, just about anybody. And their brother will tell you his next destination will be the Los Angeles Dodgers. Next stop for Atlanta, free agency and the offseason, and more than anything, just to kind of get well. Get well. So, look, it was a grind, wasn't it? You're a Braves fan? Has there been an odder season? I mean, all the way down to the last game of the year, which, of course, came a day after everyone's last game of the year. Just battling through injuries, piecemeal lineups, frustratingly unproductive baseball at times. But listen, made it pay off with at least a playoff appearance. Tough spot going to San Diego, who is really good. Man, I don't know what's going to happen in in any of the playoffs, really. Orioles, gone. Kansas City finished them off. The Detroit Tigers were 8 games under 500 in August. Went 31-13 down the stretch, go to Houston, sweep them in 2. So the Tigers move on to face the Guardians, and the Royals will face the New York Yankees in the divisional round. Over in the National League, you're set with Padres-Dodgers, so that's a little SoCal showdown, huh? Mets were up 3-1 last night. Brewers got them late, so they forced the deciding Game 3 tonight in Milwaukee. Our guy over here, ET, is going to be nervous, to say the least.
Oh, yeah?
Well, of course he will be. I mean, he's got his Mets playing Game 3 tonight with the season on the line after having a chance
unhinged
to win yesterday. So, anyway, the baseball season ends for Atlanta. The football season, boy, at times it can feel like it's ended, can't it? Trevor, Doug, both meeting the media yesterday. All right, yesterday, this is what happens when you're 0-4. So what happens when you've lost 9 of your 10? Is that what it is? What have we lost? 8 in a row, 9 of 10? Isn't that it?
I just know Trevor lost his 9 in the last
There you go. So they've lost a bunch of football games in a row. So obviously the panic meter is going to register most directly with the quarterback and the head coach. Now, we've gone through the quarterback grinder. We've done that for the last 2 or 3 days. We'll do it every Monday that they lose on Sunday. But yesterday, there was a social media post, kind of happened late in the show, and, social media being what social media is and sources being what air quote sources are, who knows? But the old, has Doug Pederson lost the locker room narrative starts with, players have said this and players have said that. I never really have totally understood what lost the locker room means. If you're a player and you're allowing your locker room to be lost to anything after just 4 games, not sure you're a player I want to begin with. You feel me? Is that fair? I mean, you're 4 games into a year, and let me tell you what you lost. You lost 4 games. That's what we lost. And I never put a whole lot of credence into this. Man, I can find a squeaky wheel everywhere. I can go today at 1010XL, find you a couple employees, and put out an anonymous social media post today that the general manager has lost the station. You can go to work today, and you can interview the 60, 80 people you work with. Oh, sure, we'll find somebody done lost something. Yeah, probably best for these dudes who put on pads, lace them up, buckle that chin strap, and play football. Maybe they ought to worry about the losses and wins that are up there on the scoreboard. To pin anything on a coach's control of the locker room through 4 games, come on, man. Hey, Trevor. First question: has Doug lost the locker room? Is your coach searching to be, re-accepted?
I mean, I shouldn't even have to. You got to do your job, so you got to ask it. But I shouldn't even have to answer it. I mean, not at all. I don't know where that's coming from, so I don't even want to really expand on something that's just not true. So,
could you say it any better? Boy, if athletes could just get to the point like that. If Trevor's passes will be as on target as that answer was, we'll move up and down the field on Sunday. So, Coach P obviously met the media yesterday as well. I guess we're tracking now kind of Anthony Richardson's status, right? Richardson, the oft-injured quarterback, who the Colts just can't get in rhythm for, among other things, availability. It's that old cliche. Best ability is the availability. And for, Anthony Richardson, that's been tough. So I guess we're still kind of in suspecting it would be Joe Flacco. So I guess this is one of those cases where you probably do have to double prepare just a little bit. The Colts offense with Joe Flacco won't look a lot like the Colts offense with Anthony Richardson, at least when it comes to the ad lib especially. Flacco's got to run the play, doesn't have a whole lot of options. Richardson will run around and then tweak a hamstring, and we'll see him in a month. Or does it just seem that way? More from around the National Football League. I wonder if Raiders fans are starting to feel like about Devontae Adams like Jag fans started to feel about Jalen. Because it's awful suspect when it's pretty clear you want out and suddenly there's an injury that's not going to allow you to play. Now, Adams went with the smarter one. Jalen all along should have gone with the hammy. You can never go wrong with a hamstring, You throw him a hamstring injury, I mean, my gosh, we've all seen what that could be. That could be I'm playing tomorrow or I'll see you next season. So Devontae Adams has chosen the hamstring injury to ride him through whatever this process is of shuffling off to his next destination. And by the way, if you are a team who is going to go get Devontae Adams, why wait? Right? Don't wait till the midseason trade deadline. Go get him. It sure seems like he's there, and it sure seems like it'll be one of his old partners in crime that'll be tossing to him. The Saints and Jets continue to percolate. That Jet situation up there, there's a lot of ego. There's a lot of personality. There's Aaron Rodgers. It feels like it's kind of bubbly up there, doesn't it? E, do you get that feeling about the Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always like just one thing from going wrong, from the whole thing imploding and fingers pointing and personality.
It didn't necessarily go as planned.
Right. That just feels like that. They feel like the team. And now normally if you've got a stable 40-something-year-old quarterback, but Aaron Rodgers, I'm not sure, back in grade school, if he got the passing mark and works well with others. Right. Just from his facial expressions during the game, doing just the way he's just so weird, isn't he? Just seems weird. A great player, and he is a leader, and the guys believe in him. Don't get me wrong, but if things go squirrely, it just feels like the Jets are I saw Sauce make a comment yesterday, but about getting Devontae Adams, or alluding to it with some emoji somewhere. Which, by the way, don't. These things come into play. These egos, these perceived, support. You're Garrett Wilson. You're sitting in that locker room, and your defensive stud is saying, "Yeah, we need to go get that guy." You're like, "What do you mean, boss? I'm right here, and you throw me the ball." That's just how it starts. That's a small example. Anywho, I digress. Yeah, he's got a Jalen Ramsey hamstring injury. That's how I'm going to describe it. Well, this is nice. This is the state of the NFL as well. This is so generous of this player. I mean, what's wrong what's wrong with this headline, man? Tyreek Hill committed to Fins amid frustrating season. Well, that's good. I'm glad to know that you're committed for the next 13. Seeing we're paying you $38 million and all, so appreciate you. Sure, it's frustrating. I mean, why we suppose it's more frustrating for some players than others is curious. Your paycheck reads more and the losses are more frustrating for you than the dude who ain't making nothing? Yeah, that sounds like it might be the other way. Hill wants to remain with the team, he reaffirmed yesterday. After a slow, frustrating start and social media buzz about a potential trade. Just 4 catches this past Monday night. He's got 87 receiving yards since the Jacksonville Jaguars left town. 87 receiving yards for Tyreek Hill over the last 3 games. You've seen him now on the sideline probably. Let's just call it animated. Didn't speak after Monday night's game. The Kansas City Chiefs bubbling as a potential trade partner. Said yesterday, though, after a little bit of settle down, 24-hour rule, I'm focused on right here and right now. We got a beautiful team here. I want to be a part of it. A great, great situation. My family loves it. I enjoy it. Weather's great. Fans are great. We all know the NFL. It's a business. Whatever happens, happens. Well, there you go. Doesn't match the headline. Doesn't match the vision of I'll keep playing. Not what it sounds like down there in SoFla. And we have just documented it, haven't we? Is there a bigger difference in any sport if any player suddenly is not available? How how they perform. I mean, there are other. Tua goes out, and the Dolphins just belly up, float to the top of the water. Oof. All right, we got a lot on our plate today. As always, the Riley Report. Tee up some college football. Look back at one of the college football classics. I will imagine in early December we can say, man, remember that Alabama-Georgia game? It might end up being the game of the year. Turn our attention to what's coming up this week. In Gainesville, it means not letting little brother, so to speak, come in, grab you by the nose, drag you around the house, and make you do his chores. And Billy Napier and Florida have suddenly found themselves in such a state of disrepair that they can't comfortably expect to play well against the University of Central Florida. Granted, 2017 national champions. Just ask Sherwin-Williams. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. One storm through, I see another is percolating. Are we going to get slammed with another from the Gulf? Perhaps. When your property gets slammed and you have damage, man, they are the experts. Work with you so well. Unbelievable customer service. Always leave your property looking better than how they found. There's nothing scratchy or messy. It's Custom Tree Surgeons and CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Mondays in the fall are made for talking football.
Let's talk football.
Football! Sink your teeth into Dandy Foods Postgame Monday.
Let's talk football.
Makers of quality fresh sandwiches and home of the good stuff on 1010XL.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical. Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra oomph. I go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. I get into the sweetness of the honey, then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hey gang, Hicken here. The sun is back, and when the sun is back in the Sunshine State, we need to take steps to protect our skin from the sun. That's why I'm telling you, from my friends at Beaches Dermatology, two of the best dermatologists in the area, Doctors Boudreaux and Metz. They've been taking care of me for years, man, and they have kept my skin going good and being healthy, and if I have anything, they take it right off, and I appreciate it. There's Dr. Fader there with the Mohs surgery as well, and they just want to remind you, man, you got to protect yourself from the sun. You got to wear a floppy hat, a long sleeve dry fit, sunscreen, whatever it takes. Man, don't be fooled as the temperatures get a little bit cooler. And if you do have anything on your body that seems a little out of the ordinary, just go get it checked out at Beaches Dermatology. Real easy to get a hold of online at beachesdermatology.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
The Golf Club of Southampton has plenty going on, from a great round to a round with your buds, soaking up some football and great grub. Every Saturday and Sunday at Southampton, enjoy their game day special. Wings tossed in your favorite sauce and a cold pitcher of beer. Membership opportunities to take advantage of, too. Join Southampton with a paid initiation, and you'll get a $500 gift card. Perfect for golf, pro shop purchases, or the clubhouse. Check it out. It's all happening at the Golf Club of Southampton.
He thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Of course.
Find out if he does.
Is there anything else we need to know?
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Mark Watson here to tell you a little bit about hardballcreative.com. It's your online promo haven with thousands of ideas on how to promote your company. We're open 24/7, 365.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Introducing Gatorade Water. Alkaline and electrolyte infused for great taste. Gatorade Water, always in motion.
Find it at your local Winn-Dixie. For the athletes who give everything, nothing beats Gatorade, the studied, tested, and proven fuel of the world's greatest athletes. Gatorade Water, proudly supporting high school sports on the First Coast.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now. 904-425-5095. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. 904-425-5095. For a limited time, free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS 904-425-5095. That's 904-425-5095.
When you're injured, you probably have more questions than answers, and all you really want is to feel better. This is Joe C., and I certainly can identify. Well, thanks to Rebound Rehab, I bounced back from a serious case of ankle tendonitis to feel pain-free, and they can do the same for you. 8 locations across the First Coast and a team of physical therapists ready to help. From laser and radio pressure wave therapy to aquatic and massage therapy, they can offer real solutions to help you rebound. Log on, reboundrehab.com, and start your path back to pain-free life.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. WM is the largest sustainability company in North America. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Your services will be completed in a timely, safe, and eco-friendly manner. Go to WM.com, and get signed up today. If anyone can talk trash, it's The Mangler. Go Team WM, and as always, Duval!
This is 1010XL's Dylan Denmark. They call me Pockets on the radio, but for my floral needs, I only call Kuhn Flowers. Never take chances when you send a full arrangement. Always use the best in the business, Kuhn Flowers. Kuhn Flowers.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
How do you feel about what's going on down in Jacksonville, JJ? Pretty interesting, dude. Pretty interesting down there.
It is interesting. It is interesting. I mean, from the owner before the season saying that it was the best team that they've ever assembled to 0-4 is a pretty quick downfall there. Also blaming the players is an interesting choice that I don't know goes over too well in any locker room in the world. But as a Texans fan, obviously, and a former player, anytime that the rest of the division struggles, it's always good for the boys in age.
Look, I get it, man. It's the ripe fruit. It's the bloody meat. You're 0-4, you find things. This is the most interesting, I guess, topic we'll have this morning. I mean, to the point of whether or not it's true. I mean, this whole topic of losing the locker room and, worried about your job status, I mean, unless Trevor Lawrence is completely disconnected from his guys, and it doesn't seem like that's a flaw of his, right? It seems like Trevor's pretty well connected. We've seen sideline, in-game microphone, audio for the last couple years. He doesn't feel like he's he's not Russ. Not a detachment there. And he said straight up, man, this is crazy. I'm not even going to dignify this with further explanation because it's just so out there. This is not right. But J.J. Watt did say something there. And now to this end, I don't know if losing the locker room is the right word. I think it would be more of you can make a criticism of Coach Pederson, about, quote, blaming the players without assuming the players are all in their feels about it. That's a pretty... he threw a lot wider grenade there than Pederson has actually played when it comes to, quote, blaming the players. I look, after 4 straight losses and watching players make massive mistakes in big situations, talking about we need to execute or we had this play, that's kind of obvious. We all know that, right? If Trevor Lawrence is going to get, hurt because it's mentioned in, we got a couple plays, we got to hit those. Yeah, we do. We got a couple plays, got to hit those. If you don't want Coach to say it, we'll be happy to give you a shout. So it's not like Pederson's gone there and said, man, golly, man, ETN's been in this league for 3 years. We give that guy the ball in practice 71 times a week and doesn't fumble it. Here we are at the biggest point of the game. If our guys had just hold on to the ball, we would have won today. I mean, that's what when J.J. Watt says, blaming your players. Really? E.T., if you were player friendly, take a player side, has Pederson said anything publicly that would super offend you or bother you about the players?
I mean, it should. The only thing that what sticks out more is we can't call the plays and execute them themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
Other than that,
yeah,
no,
that's
really.
and that's a generic, broad. It's broad enough to get a message across. I mean, look, you're searching for answers if you're a coach, right? Mm-hmm. And it's not typical of Doug Pederson to go into the things and say, well, we got to do this, that, and the other. Maybe at some point trying to send something publicly to your team. You're right. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is you're doing when you do that. If you are just, publicly expressing your frustration, then yeah, probably not the best move. Here's Doug Pederson on the, quote, report. He's lost the locker room.
Yeah, I would know. I talk to these guys every day. I see them every day. And no, I have not lost the locker room. I think these guys have done everything I've asked. They continue to play and practice hard and battle, and it's a good group. It's a good group. The right leaders in there, and they know what we need to do, and they're not making excuses for it, and I'm not going to make excuses, and we just got to go do it.
There you go. So Pederson was asked the other day, right after the game, right after the tough loss at Houston, is he worried about his job status? And the reason the question is so, to me, dumb, whatever, is the timing more than anything. Even if that were concerned, I promise you, hasn't crept in. Are you worried about your job status after today's loss? So let me ask you this. You're saying since I walked from the sideline to talk to you here, you're asking me of all the things that are fluttering through my mind, you're asking me, have I thought about, oh my God, am I going to get fired? Boy, that's a strange question. Asked now a couple of days later, why said question was strange.
I mean, that's a good question, but I think obviously you're gonna go through some setbacks, in this league, and there's gonna be some times where you're gonna come on some hard times. I mean, that's just part of this game. I've been there before. I've done that before, and we've always battled back. I mean, even when we were 3-7, in 22, we found a way to win a game and win multiple games, and that's all it takes.
Listen, Pederson, I'm sure like many of you, although our belief may be starting to falter a little bit, still thinks they're a lot better than 0-4, right? And you still have to remind yourself of that. Don't fall into some golly, we're 0-4, we're the worst team in the league. There's too much talent in there. There's too much high dollar talent in there for this to continue. Sometimes we know how simple it is. I mean, what have we said all along? There's only one thing that's going to get this any better.
It just takes one. It takes one takeaway. It takes one touchdown drive. It takes one stop. It's whatever it is. It just takes one, and then when you get one win, that can turn into multiple wins.
Listen, this is a good football team. This is a dangerous football team if, and this is a huge if, they can get the offense going. There's too much talent on that offense for it not to perform better more consistently. If the line can just play like it did against Houston, then there are enough excuses for anyone for them not to win football games. They should have scored more points. Now, they could have scored more points, too. Kick the field goal, man. I was going to do this exercise, ET, and then I thought, man, this is too much. Let some analytics guy run this through the AI computer. They'll get their answer in 28 seconds. I'm not going game by game. I'd like to tally up the number of points Doug Pederson has left on the board in the last year. I want to add them all up. How many times? 4th and goal from the 3, or 4th and 5 from the 29, or how many times? How many points? 20? 30? I mean, it's half dozen or a dozen this year already so far. Look at your mentor, Doug. He had the exact same situation in Atlanta. The exact same situation. Down, up 3. They had 4th and goal from the 1 with a good team against an average one. You're a bad team against a good defense. Kick the field goal. Take the points, man. But that's neither here nor there. If you're asking yourself, do we have enough elite players? The answer is, listen, elite's a fun term to throw around. Every team would have a stat power ranking of their own talent, right? But elite it's not some official term. It's not in your bloodstream. You can't extract it, through your DNA. It is what it is. Better question is this: does this team have a lot more talent than 0-4? Yeah, you bet they do.
I think we do. We need our elite players to play elite. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's sometimes what it comes down to. Are they going to be elite every week? Probably not. That means the good players have to step up and play too. So, but if we get enough of that and get enough guys, playing that way, we'll be better off.
I hope that was okay with you, J.J. Watt. I hope that didn't step on any players' toes, that asking elite players to make elite plays and asking our good players to step up on those days that naturally they don't. I hope that wasn't viewed as too personal. Jags have done this before. You heard Pederson reference it. They went from 4-8 to the playoffs. Now 0-4, you kind of try and keep that same mindset.
Nobody wants to be 0-4. Nobody wants to be where we are. We feel like we should be obviously further along. And I'm just sitting there thinking back to that time where it was a play kind of very similar. It was kind of a play here, play there, a missed assignment here, missed assignment there that just kept us from either finishing a drive or finishing games back then. I think it's kind of the same thing now.
Listen, we always say, well, they're close. I mean, this in reality now, in fairness, there's a lot of sad sack teams around the NFL that are really close every week. And the from that standpoint of being 0-4, throw away the Bills game, and they're just right on the winning teams to make the winning plays and win the games. Losing teams don't. And they've been a losing team in those game-winning or losing situations. You got to at least win a coin flip here or there, man. So we'll see. Colts come to town this weekend. Football Fix and more when we return. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida has won both meetings at UCF at the Swamp, outscoring the Knights 100-27 of those two victories. Florida laying 1 against the Knights at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium Saturday, 59.5 the total. Clemson a 14.5-point road favorite at Florida State, 47.5 the total at Doak Campbell Stadium on Saturday. Thursday night football in the NFL. Falcons a 1.5 home favorite against the Buccaneers. 43.5 the total at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Baker Mayfield over/under passing prop bet 243.5 yards. Shaded to the over. 1.5 touchdowns. That is shaded to the under. Jaguars laying 2.5 Sunday at home with the Colts. Bet smarter with Juice Reel. It's free in the App Store. Juice, R-E-E-L. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Stuck on what to do with a plumbing issue? Just call the Duck. Duck Rooter are experts at plumbing and are a 5-star Google-rated company. You name it, they do it. Water heater replacements to sewer drain cleaning, leaks to repipes. Fully licensed and insured with highly trained technicians. Trust the Duck to fix it right. Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
Poker players, brace yourselves. The World Poker Tour storms into Best Bet Jacksonville October 31st to November 19th, and the forecast calls for massive prize pools. Event 1 has a cool $200,000 guarantee. Event 6, a downpour of $300,000. And the main event, a flood of a $1 million guarantee. WPT Championship satellites are already brewing. Don't get left high and dry.
Here, Big Chief Tire makes auto care affordable with 6-month financing with the CFNA card. Plus, get $50 off your first purchase when you sign up. Whether you need new tires, brakes, or general checkup, Big Chief's expert technicians will take care of your car with top-notch service. And with no interest for 6 months, now is the perfect time to handle your vehicle needs. Visit BigChiefService.com or call 904-932-0950 to apply for your CFNA card today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Weekends were made for sports, and I'll tell you my take on this weekend's best options. Hicken here. Watch for Weekend with Dan on YouTube and Facebook. Weekend with Dan is brought to you by Stone Core. We do outdoors better.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
Rascal Flats. Life is a Highway Tour 2025. Saturday, April 5th, 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena.
The sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats.
I like the sound of
back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
Craving a cold one? Well, zip into one of the great gate locations you see all over town and pick up a cold Bud Light, or a Natty, or an Ultra, maybe a 12-pack of the King of Beers, or some cold Coronas. It's all happening at your local gate convenience store. Slide on in today.
Jacksonville contractors and business owners, do you need custom large metal fab gates or automatic gate controls? Frank Frangie here. Coyle & Sons has been in business in Jacksonville since 1927. They've earned the reputation of quality and specialized skill. Coyle & Sons are the ones trusted in Jacksonville by the top contractors, and they stand on the reputation when you need almost 100 years of commercial contractor experience. So call Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821, CoyleJacks.com.
This right here is as good as it gets. This is life getting lived without obligations or complications. This is filling your cup and savoring the moment. This is the gift of presence, served to you in a place where there's room for everyone and enough to go around. And the best part, it's always Sonny's here. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
I-9 Sports wants to make sure kids all over the First Coast can enjoy growing up on a field or in a gym. And right now, fall and winter registration is open. Find out what I-9 Sports offers across Duval, Clay, and St. John's. I9sports.com. Enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Head coach Doug Pederson says he's confident he hasn't lost the team.
I talk to these guys every day. I see them every day. And no, I have not lost the locker room. I think these guys have done everything I've asked.
Wednesday's press conference saw quarterback Trevor Lawrence express his feelings on the 0-4 start for the Jags.
The hardest part is dealing with it Sunday and not getting the result you want.
JTA Game Day Express is back. Save gas and avoid parking hassles as the Jaguars take on the Indianapolis Colts this Sunday. Let them do the driving with multiple locations around town and passes starting at just $10 on my JTA app. To learn more, visit jtafla.com. At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
We're at where we're at. We've lost our first 4 games. Sucks, but you can't go back and change it. So all you have is this week, and you can't look ahead to. You can't go get 4 in 1 week either. You know, all we can do is just win this game this week. So I think that's the message, and that's where I truly believe that because I've experienced it, and I know that that's what it takes to get out of these ruts and to really get the team going and get some momentum. It just takes one.
As fans, we need to really hope that what the Jaguars think is right, because here's what I think the Jaguars think about Trevor and the offense. I think they really believe Pederson, press, McCoy, the whole group, the players, the locker room, that Trevor is going to, listen, long story short, that Trevor's going to get it going. But more precisely, there's going to be a moment, the offense is going to click, they're going to get a win, it's going to carry over, and you're going to see the Trevor Lawrence that we saw from the middle of 2022 until the injury against the Bengals. You're going to see that iteration of Trevor Lawrence more often. Again, that's what they believe. Now, that leaves us to hope that their belief is correct. Because certainly watching week to week to week, it is that belief that will sustain this. Because what we're seeing week to week to week, especially last week from the position, isn't good enough to ever be like a Super Bowl team. Because when you have all the other pieces in play, and your line's good, and your defense gets to the quarterback, your guy's still going to have to drop back in a clean pocket and hit an open post pattern. You can be 4-12 or 12-4. That play's got to happen. The Mets manager facing some, I think, pretty valid questions this morning. The Mets were up 3-1. I guess it was 3-2 by then against the Brewers. Last night in Milwaukee, going to the 8th inning. They used their closer, Edwin Diaz, against the Brewers on Sunday and then against the Braves on Monday. And he threw a lot of pitches, 61 in 2 games. Now, Murph was in studio with us yesterday for the Power Hour and scoffed at Diaz not being ready even for game 1 of that series on Tuesday. But certainly Wednesday. And again, I'm not being critical of this. This is what's being bandied about. Should the Mets have gone to Edwin Diaz to start the 8th inning with a 3-2 lead and the top of the order up for the Brewers, which includes their most dangerous hitter right now, rookie Jackson Chourio. Chourio with the Mets leaving Phil, is it Maton? Not my guy. I'm guessing Maton. And he was promptly greeted with a home run, the second of the game for Chourio. So that ties it at 3. And the Brewers go on to win 5-3 when pinch hitter Garrett Mitchell hit a 2-run homer. Maton worked the entire 8th for the Mets, taking the blown save and the loss. Now, he's been good this year. That also happens. It happened for Braves in game 1. Joe Jimenez has been terrific this year. They put him in. He got rocked all over the building. That happened. The guy who gave it the home run to Lindor. Johnson's been good for the Braves. He wasn't there. But there are those that are wondering. Now, there's also this, and this is where I got to say, this is pretty easy after the fact, but typically closers only pitch the 9th, right? And we've seen them in desperate times. I wouldn't think being up 1-0 in the series and up by a run in the game would be, quote, desperate times. And so it's out of the norm to use your closer for 2 innings. Over the course of a year, closers pitch 2 innings or even more than an inning and a third or inning and 2/3. Very, very rarely. Diaz has done it back-to-back times. So I'm sure the plan was to get to the 9th, hopefully with the lead, and then use him. But when you don't and they score, and suddenly it's 1-1 and you're playing for your life tonight, it registers at least as a mini controversy. Braves season ends. They fought to the end. I'll give them credit. When it was 5-1 early, Max Fried did not have his good stuff in what will almost undoubtedly be his last game as a Brave. And so after a 1-0 lead in the first, Braves fell behind 5-1. But I give them, at least they pecked away. Soler hit a homer, made it 5-2. Harris hit a homer in the 8th, made it 5-4. They had lots of chances. Again, Greg Olson takes the GOAT collar for me. I feel like Olson was at the plate with runners on second and third, 2 or 3 times last night. Couldn't get anyone in. Braves just ran out of gas, man. Just put him on the MASH helicopter and get him off the battlefield. We need to take him to medevac these jokers, and we'll see him in spring. We'll reassemble for boot camp in February. All right, if you look at who the free agents are for the Braves, we put a postmortem on the year. I look at a list of free agents, and I don't think any of them will be back. Starts with Max Fried. He's the big name. They've gotten what they're going to get out of Max Fried. There will not be a big push to re-sign him. I mean, if he would take some team-friendly deal, then voila, sure. But he's a Southern California kid. The Dodgers are there with an open checkbook. I would be shocked if Max Fried were anywhere but the Dodgers next year, although the team that beat him last night might be in play, the San Diego Padres, ironically, where the Braves got Fried from way back in the day. But other than that, it's Charlie Morton, A.J. Benter, Adam Duvall, John Brebbia, Jesse Chavez, Whit Merrifield. Yeah, okay. Every single one of those guys are replaceable at just like the top of, free agents, mid-level free agents. Golly, Charlie Moore. If I'm Max Fried, maybe I leave anyway. He never got a new deal. Max Fried pitched for $15 million this year. Holy cow. He's in his early 30s, dude. One of the best pitchers in the league. Only made $15 million. Charlie Morton made more. So if I'm Fried, I'm leaving on principle alone. Listen, man, I've been here as your anchor ace. At some point, maybe somebody gives me a contract. So, yeah, love y'all. It's a lot different situation than maybe like Freeman a few years back, for sure. Gio Urshela. Now, that's a guy I wouldn't be surprised if they did retain as one of those utility guys. So we shall see. I've never felt less frustrated watching the baseball season end, I will say that. And the playoffs don't feel like the playoffs. Well, I'm sure they do if you're still in them, but it's a very odd look in the Major League postseason to not have either the Braves or the Astros into the divisional round. In fact, I wonder how far back you got to go. Certainly further back than 7. I mean, the Astros alone have carried that streak along, but they lost yesterday to Detroit. What about AJ? There's a couple of stories that were in Major League Baseball that I feel were undertold, and one of them is AJ Hinch, the former Astros manager, now with the Tigers, taking Detroit down there and winning 2. And with it's kind of a battle of young star shortstops, Baltimore, Kansas City, and Bobby Witt Jr. takes the battle. Royals sweep the O's. O's have lost 10 straight postseason games. Good grief, man. So it will be Kansas City and the Yankees. I expect like Chris Chambliss and George Brett to star in that one. If you know, you know. And it'll be the Guardians and the Tigers. And away we go. The Mets and the Brewers, the only wild card series still to be decided. So they'll have the stage to themselves tonight. I believe 8:30 first pitch. Let's cue up a football fix. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Home, life, business, auto. And the home course, the Jewelton Creek Golf Club. Best value in golf. My friends at the JCGC. Thursday nighter tonight. This is a good one. It's a big game. The Falcons host the Bucs. Atlanta won their home game with New Orleans on a career-long 58-yarder at the end of the game on Sunday. And so if they could follow that up with a home win over the Bucs in the division, then the NFC South suddenly is all tied at the top. The Bucs are 3-1. Falcons and Saints are both 2-2. Boy, the Falcons have had a tough schedule, haven't they? They open with Pittsburgh. Then they had to go on the road and play Monday night at Philly. Then they had to play the Chiefs. And then they had to play the Saints. And now they got the 3-1 Bucks. As they played each team, they were the worst team they played so far when the games kicked off were the 2-1 Bucks. Wow. So anyway, Atlanta and Tampa tonight. And also, by the way, Falcons are playing an awful lot of home games. Third straight home game for Atlanta. So if they're going to do anything late in the year, and I don't know their schedule, it's going to include doing a lot on the road. The Chiefs, I don't know why everyone around the league is just so sure the Chiefs are going to trade for a receiver, but with the injuries that have befallen the Super Bowl champs, Hollywood Brown out, well, probably for the year. Rashee Rice is out, probably for the year. There's not a whole lot there. And so any receiver who for a team that probably doesn't have a real high ceiling, but yet he's got enough to help a good team, they immediately become trade speculation to the Chiefs. So let's go through a couple or three of those guys that fit that bill this morning. Deontay Johnson. What a solid receiver he is in the NFL. He's with the Panthers now, and he's off to a decent start. So there's been talk about, the Chiefs being interested in him. Panthers came out yesterday, says, no, we're good on Deontay Johnson. Trade there, according to the coach, unlikely. Tyreek Hill, the Dolphins are struggling. They've got no quarterback. He has a history with the Chiefs. Well, Tyreek came out yesterday and, quote, is still committed to Miami. And then there is suddenly the Jalen Ramsey of the receiver position, Devontae Adams, who has a mystery hamstring injury now. It's also known as the holding tank until they trade you to another squad. I don't think the Chiefs come into play there. Those are just hated rivals. Got a little noise for the Houston Texans this weekend. You know where they play? They play in Buffalo. Yeah, that's good for, anyone in the AFC South trying to catch the Texans. There's also the little interesting side note of Mr. Stephon Diggs comes back to Buffalo early in the year. Diggs says he's ignoring the noise and focusing on the Bills. It feels like the Bills are going to do to the Texans what they did to us. I don't know why I feel that, but it feels that way to me, and I think we're all here for that. Dolphins have had just been totally snake bit injury-wise, even going back to last year. And now it's Jalen Phillips have a season-ending knee injury. He'll sit out the rest of 2024, partially torn ACL. Happened during Monday night's loss to the Titans. Gosh, it was his own teammate, Jordan Poyer, in his helmet, which collided with that right knee while he was trying to make a tackle. So it's just the latest. By the way, Phillips, don't forget, sat out 9 games for various injuries last year, most of them a torn right Achilles. Which I know always makes us cringe just a little bit more here in the
it touches home.
Drill Studios. Sean Payton says he remains confident in rookie Bo Nix. This is where it gets dangerous, kind of. Like you have a quarterback that has got to play better big picture, but you won anyway. Bo Nix had negative yards at half against the Jets the other day, but he made a couple plays in the second half. The Broncos won the game, and they're now 2-2 with big road wins back-to-back, Tampa Bay and New York. It's Football Fix. You're welcome. What do we got today on a Thursday? We got Doc Kevin Murphy. We'll explore the injury report. We got the Riley Report. Riley Skinner, former ACC Player of the Year, joins us just to talk about this weekend's college football schedule. All that and more when we return. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
It's more than just filling the stat sheet. It's the guy who makes the universal difference.
Free, cuts back and grabs a man for a touchdown.
The Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is David Lane. After suffering through several painful injuries to my shoulder, back, and knees, I've taken my issues to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and without fail, they've been a tremendous help towards solving my problems. If you have any orthopedic situations, don't procrastinate. Take action today. Give those aches and pains to the pros at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. You'll be glad you did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
The Sunshine State says it all in the nickname. That summer sun in Florida can take its toll on an air conditioning unit and send your electric bill through the roof. Florida Home AC can help you handle the heat with a brand new AC unit with low monthly payments and over $3,000 in federal tax credits on select systems. So this summer, don't sweat it out. Cool off with Florida Home AC, the official AC company of the Jaguars. Call them today, 777-4300, and check out their tremendous savings on a brand new AC system.
After you use Bounce Dryer sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry...
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now. 904-425-5095. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. 904-425-5095. For a limited time, free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS 904-425-5095. That's 904-425-5095.
Hey, gang, I couldn't be any happier than to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's what I mean. That's how they treat you when you visit that beautiful showroom off of Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help, just smiles, just having a good time. And whether you want a car, a truck, an SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. You know me, I got my boy Blue, that beautiful blue Silverado. I couldn't be any happier. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, that's okay. Morechevy.com. Morechevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you can try. All the vehicles, you'll see them right there. Sales, service, parts. Never been more easy to use. See what I did there? George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together. Let's drive.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by November 7th.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. As Florida prepares for UCF on Saturday, head coach Billy Napier responded to a question concerning his job security.
Any time we spend on that would be a waste of time and a distraction. We owe it to the players, I owe it to the staff to have my complete focus on improving the team.
FSU quarterback Brock Glenn is getting his first start of the season and commented on his prep thus far.
Cleaning up some details. I think we're looking really good, real confident, just prepping with the guys, so it's been good.
According to a recent report by Sports Business Journal, Jacksonville may be in the running for a WNBA franchise. The league is currently at 12 teams, looking to expand to 16 by 2028. According to the report, there's an investment group in Jacksonville exploring that opportunity. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 7:01 and it's 73 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Woo! Yes, sir! Come on, E! Woo! Ow! Ow!
This is a bop.
Oh, yeah!
This is a bop. Timeless music.
Timeless. One of the greatest voices of all time. R.I.P. Oh, Whitney. Whitney could sing. And what a... Back in the day, they called them albums. What a hit album she had.
Oh, man, the whole thing.
Every song was like a number
no
one
skips.
song. Oh, it's good to be here. Boys, I got a good feeling. I think we're going to get that dub on Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts. Now, we still got to play the game. We still got to find ways to win. But there is one bit of news, and I was thinking about this yesterday on the drive-in, and I made it our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day. I brought to you by Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we're at the, you told me we need another quarter of football to be officially at the quarter pole. Because
one quarter of the next game.
Yeah, because we play
17 now.
Yeah, throws everything.
But at least it's nice and even.
Throws everything off.
Okay, so I think you should put out it'd be funny. Put out a quarter pole ranking at the end of the first quarter on Sunday.
But I was thinking about this, and then I heard, and I agree, by the way, with Doug Pederson. The elite players got to play elite.
Okay,
et cetera, et cetera. So my question to you is, and the Dream Finders Homes poll question is, who's the Jags' first quarter MVP this season? I have 4 choices for you.
Okay.
no one, or 0-4.
Okay. You're going to have to come up with a lot better than for me to settle there.
Punter or kicker is the second one.
Neither one have been anything special.
Monteric Brown is the third choice.
No way.
And Brian Thomas Jr. is the fourth.
I think he's been the most eye-opening, but value's relative. I think it's you're 0-4. You have no most valuable.
Now there are
nothing.
two sarcastic answers in this question.
Okay.
No one, 0-4, and punter.
Is that
or kicker.
sarcastic? Yeah, I didn't even mean it sarcastically.
No,
That's
I mean
okay.
it's well, yeah, but
If you had to pick a guy, it'd be Brian Thomas Jr. He's the one who's caught your.
Is there anyone else? Is my question to you or E? Is there anyone else that I left out who you could say is, boy, he's playing good football for the Jags?
I'm
Did
sure
I miss someone?
Well, I think Ventrell Miller was outstanding the other day. He's only
one
played
game.
one. Well, it's the only one he could play. Tank Bigsby's played well. Played really good. He's had a couple long runs. Does he have more yards than Etienne?
No.
Is it close?
Yeah.
I bet it is because he's got the two long ones. That always, helps you play catch up. But to your point, no one of any significance. In fact, some have played. Darby's been invisible. It's been very disappointing, right?
214 for Etienne, 172 for Biggs.
Darby, right, was locking down Brian Thomas Jr. in camp. Oh, that training camp gives us such.
I hate training camp.
Gosh, it gives you just such wrong impressions. But Darby hasn't been anywhere. He hasn't done anything. The defense hadn't made a play. They've literally not made a turnover. They've got, what do we say? 7 sacks or is it more?
Monteric Brown leads the team in tackles.
Monteric Brown is a nice,
3 passes defense.
And I've also seen him get beat a couple times too.
3 TFLs, tied for the team lead.
Well, hopefully that's a piece.
So, but I don't know. I mean,
it got to be BTJ.
It does.
If there is a value, it's a hard question.
The answer, BTJ leads no one 0-4, so it's close. You can vote at Dan Hicken. Dream Hunters Homes, by the way, want you to be a homeowner. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. That's right, I said it. I didn't. 2.99% year one. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. You find that dream home, take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for all your information and tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you. That's all you got to do. But he's right about the elite playing the elite. We've already chronicled Trevor to death. We know that. What happened to boy, we're going to use Etienne out of the backfield. How many catches do you think Etienne has in 4 games?
4.
Amazingly, he has 10.
It doesn't feel like it.
You know how many yards he has? 48.
Yeah, we haven't. The play call, I'm looking at, have you ever watched the Baldy breakdowns on Twitter?
Yeah, another training camp sensation, Parker Washington, has 3 catches for 21 yards.
He's already played. Yeah. I mean, in fairness to him.
They're using Devin Duvernay a lot. He has 1 catch for -1.
Big downgrade from Agnew.
Yeah.
He's a downgrade from Agnew. Yeah. So far, the personnel swaps have been downgrades. I mean, Gabe Davis ain't Zay Jones. Zay Jones was much better when he could play.
Gabe Davis has 9 catches in 4 games.
That's a big.
No touchdowns.
That's disappointing. I mean, we got to need more out of that.
He got a dent in his face mask.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Trevor hadn't been helped. He's a couple of dents out there on this receiving unit.
Who has the most on the Jaguars? Who has the most 20-plus yard receiving plays?
Davis has a few. I bet he's pretty close. I mean, all his catches are those, but probably BTJ? I would say either Davis or no.
Davis has 4. Kirk has 3.
Okay.
BTJ has 3.
Yeah, it's Davis. 4 of his 9 have gone for 20, but you need to have 9 through 4 games is terrible, dude.
BTJ has 17 catches for 275. Kirk has 17 for 169.
These are not good paces. But they're not the passing offense got to get going. I'm watching one of Baldinger's deals though, and he shows same situation. Last year the Jaguars were at the Titans late third, fourth quarter, up 3, ball at the 2-yard line with 2 cracks. Right? They failed at the Titans. Remember that's the last play. Trevor reached in and couldn't get in.
Right.
And then they failed, but they show the 2, and it's like the same nothingness. Like there's nothing there. How do you? Like they say, play. They rolled out. You got to all 22. You can see the field open, and there's literally like nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where it's dangerous if you're Doug Pederson talking about that we can't play and execute. Well, you could, I don't know, get a play wide open.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what happens when you're 0-4. That's fine. It's the most interesting thing. He lost the locker room. Hey, let's have fun with that for a week. Okay, whatever. Win some games.
Yeah, the boys all refuted that one pretty quickly.
Yeah,
so.
they did. And by the way, it doesn't look good. It's good that the boys did because the overall impression of the fan base, you soft so-and-sos, you got to be kidding me.
Right.
You're talking about locker rooms lost and blaming coaches? Please.
Well, that's fair.
Right. I think that's the
Yeah.
That'd be 90% of the reaction from anyone. So, yeah, if you're a player, no, get that away from me.
That wasn't good.
It's either, I don't know if it's a sickness or a delusion. Okay. I got a feeling this team is going to turn it around here and at least capture the fan base's interest again before it's over. I don't know why. There's nothing in front of me to tell me that. I think that. I think we might be here in a month and be 3-4, 4-4, and have a complete different, set of goals.
Well,
Here's hoping. I don't know if I'm sick or delusional or if there's some, truth in there somewhere.
I think it's the level of competition.
But I really do believe that. Like, I'm not saying, I think they could. I'm saying I just got this feeling they are going to win 2 or 3 in a row. It has to be 3. If they do anything other than win 3 in a row, they're not getting us back, are they?
No.
Us being the fan base.
2 and 5
It's just too big of a too big of a climb, too big of a challenge.
Yeah. I think again, to me, it's Colts at home, Patriots and Bears.
Right.
Yeah, very easily.
Right.
But then you come back and play real football teams, and you have 4.
But it is a real football team that's also lost twice and hadn't looked, unbeatable by any stretch.
Yeah.
But certainly better with love.
And better than we have looked.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, yeah.
And we haven't.
But if you look good and play good, then you're better. If they win 3 in a row and they come home, they will be favored against the Packers. That's my point. They're not some big disparity here.
I think that's a little bit of an illusion, though, I guess is what I'm saying.
Maybe.
I think they're about
Depends
to play.
on what you're using as your baseline.
I think they're about to play a beat-up Colts team in Jacksonville where they generally win. Now,
again, the Cleveland game was such an easy layup as you look back, so you can't trust anything. I get that.
Well, that's fair. And then you couldn't ask for a better London two-step.
Two offense. I think the Bears, potentially are a bigger issue, but the Patriots offense isn't much.
But I wouldn't pick them to win all 3. So I wouldn't.
I'm not. Yeah,
I wouldn't. So I guess I'll say okay.
I have a feeling they're gonna. I mean, gosh, that's not exactly.
I mean, they should.
Yeah, I don't know. Not at all. When the season started, they should. Not at 0-4. It's not fair to say they should. They haven't shown the inclination to make winning plays against anyone. Those aren't good teams they've lost to now. Although the Dolphins at full strength are better than the Dolphins that are losing now, but the Browns aren't any good. They're just no good. If you can't draw up a game plan and execute to beat those guys at home.
Yeah. And Houston's not playing good football
No,
either.
they're not great either. The Vikings beat the heck out of them, and we just piddled around all day and nearly won.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, there you go. Anthony Richardson was limited yesterday, so I think there's growing.
He's playing.
Yeah, he's going to play. Which Anthony Richardson is a quarterback on my fantasy team. As bad as he's playing, it makes me want to just play him and hope we win a shootout. I mean, I feel like everybody can move and drive it on us. Did you see what Josh Allen did? I mean, if Anthony Richardson is half the player of Josh Allen, then they're going to get 23.
Yeah.
I'm
glad he's playing.
We all are, and we all say that. But you know what? At the end of the day, it probably isn't the best thing. We probably need a quarterback back there that we have a day we get to him, we can get him down. That he can't turn a negative play into a 38-yard gain. Because if Anthony Richardson is going to have his highlight 67-yarder, guess where it'll be?
Yeah.
That's that part. Now that careful what you wish for. Now that I really think about going back there against a team that has no pass rush, letting their receivers take them deep, and then asking our guys who can't tackle a Goombawale to bring Richardson down. That's probably going to be more of a challenge than we're all, Now, I don't think we're going to mistake the offense for the Colts offense for the Bills. Don't get me wrong, but they're probably not a good option.
When a receiver says he's committed to the team, that means he's losing his commitment.
That's fair.
All right. So Cheetah comes out and says, I'm committed to the Dolphins. That means you're thinking that you're not committed, that you felt like you had to say you were committed.
Did he say it in third person?
Right. Well, and here's what's so wrong with that. You're one of the highest paid, dude. You don't get to complain. You got to go out and lead, man. You can't look when they pay you $40 million or whatever. I shouldn't ever have to wonder if you're committed. No.
Yeah.
That's strange.
He restructured in August.
Yeah.
So he got more money.
Yeah, it's like $40 a year. You're making $40 million. You're damn right you're committed. We're barely started.
Yeah. We need you to play better.
Correct. Well, yeah,
Now,
part of it.
listen, we also know who's throwing the ball.
It's just, there's got to be a guy on the street that can do better than what they're getting out down there. There has to be. Where's Tannehill? Why won't they get him?
I don't know. Where is Tannehill? Is he done?
I would take Matt Ryan. There's a lot of people I would take before these guys.
Who's Miami got? Oh, New England. They could win that game. Maybe.
Careful. Yeah. Where is it?
Up there.
Yeah. I don't think they will. I think the Patriots will beat them.
Yeah.
With those quarterbacks.
Problem is when you that's even more devastating because that's a game that if you're at full strength, you go win, right? You count that as a W.
For sure.
And now if you lose that game,
right,
when you're not at full strength, you don't get it back.
Yeah.
And it's in the L column and you're stuck with it.
And the Dolphins situation is even more dicey because of the tenuousness of Tua's future.
Yeah, I know.
Like other quarterbacks, right? Like some teams, like theirs is more urgent.
Right.
Because Tua comes back in 3 weeks, and guess what? Blindside blitz, you lose him for the next 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Other quarterbacks, you don't face that, one hit and they're done.
I got one more NFL question
Danger.
for you. Does Kansas City's on like prime time every week, right?
Feels like it.
There'll be Sunday night.
They weren't last week, but yeah.
There'll be Monday night. There'll be the 4:00 game.
Them and the Falcons, it feels like. The Falcons are every week.
They were the national 4:00 game last week. So they're always they're always in a weird slot. They're never just, can we just be left alone for, but anyway.
Do they have a 1:00 game all daggum year?
That's a great question. I'm going to look. But I'll say yes. But here's my question.
Denver, Kansas City, 1 p.m.
They're not the Kansas City team of old. They're sort of a boring watch now in a way.
Well, they're not high flying. They're just they win the old-fashioned way. They kick field goals. They play defense.
I mean, a 17-10 game is not exactly what we signed up for. So
and they did that last year too. A lot of that last year.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if but it's still star power.
You think the Chiefs fans will start complaining?
It's still star power. All right. So they played. They got 8:15. They got 1 o'clock. They play against Denver.
Denver called it
on November 10th. 1 o'clock, November 24th at Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And then they end actually with 3 1 o'clocks at Cleveland versus Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
But that's on Peacock on Saturday.
Okay, so that's a national.
So it's different.
Yeah.
And then a 1 o'clock Netflix game on Christmas Day.
Netflix. We're going Netflix for football,
dude. They play Saturday, December 21st, Wednesday, December 25th, and they're TBD at Denver.
I'm going to ask the question that, us Gen Xers ask, okay?
Yeah.
Of the younger YZs and in-betweens, right?
Uh-huh.
Is it still, because this is still the problem with putting games on Peacock, Prime, Netflix, is you have to completely exit your service to go somewhere else. Has that been rectified yet? It still hasn't, has it?
No.
Oh. That's got it. Somebody needs to develop that technology.
The Prime one's more frustrating.
All
Thursday nights, you like to watch.
You like to bounce around other stuff. Yeah. Like tonight, you're going to want to watch the Mets, obviously. You will be watching the Mets, right? Let's talk some Mets, in fact, and the postmortem on the Braves and some other sports topics when we come back with, I feel you, the 10-minute drill, and then Doc Murphy later this hour as well. Got the Riley Report as we'll talk college football with straight up one of the best in ACC history, and be back with more next.
This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
The Jags need a little lift and some power when they get ready for Sunday, but there is some good news. Forget AR versus Flacco for a second. Jonathan Taylor's got an ankle. He might be a longer shot to play than Richardson after getting banged up against the Steelers. By the way, he's 5th in the NFL in rushing yardage, and he did not practice on Wednesday. And 6 other Colts missed the practice as well. The center, Ryan Kelly, was out. Linebacker Zaire Franklin, who means a lot. Defensive end Kwity Paye has a quad. So there are some positives on the injury front that could help the Jaguars grab their first W of the year. And that's your Duval Minute. It's brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. While summer winds down, the job market never winds down at Lift Power. They're on the lookout for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians. And benefits from Lift Power: 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Man, the offer's way too good to pass up. Come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Rapidly growing business, proudly served Jacksonville, more than 50 years, family-owned and operated. We want you to be part of the family. Don't let this opportunity slip by, gang. All you got to do, go to liftpower.com for more information. That's liftpower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Oh, yeah, the injured hamstring.
All it takes to spoil the dream is the tweak of a hamstring.
Boy, this is bad news.
Listen for the Farah and Farah injury update.
On 1010XL, Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden frequently called upon for his expert opinion. Currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bow 9 Associates.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Let's start the debate. Why would someone buy a new car from you? We have an exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle. We offer a competitive wow price plus free oil changes. How much will someone get for their trade? We offer more than $4,000 over KBV value. Well, we never lose a trade over price. Okay, when is the best time to buy a car? Right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter which side you pick. At Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet, you get it all. Let us show you why we're the winning vote.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Northwest Florida's largest RV show is coming to the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. It's the Jacksonville Fall RV Show, Thursday through Sunday, October 3rd through 6th, with hundreds of RVs on display, lifestyle booths, plus register to win a $250 gift card each day. Adults $10, kids under 12 free. Seniors save half off Thursday. First responders, military, active, and retired get half off every day. We'll see you at the Jacksonville Fall RV Show.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week, Dan Thong, senior football, soccer, and track and field athlete at Ed White High. As Mr. Senior Ed White High, Dan participated in ROTC and the Student Government Association.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now.
904-425-5095.
Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back.
904-425-5095.
For a limited time, free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS.
904-425-5095. That's 904-425-5095.
Atlantic Self-Storage, the official storage partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Need to make room to watch football in your home or need a place to park your boat or RV? Store it all at Atlantic Self-Storage. Over 50 locations in Northeast Florida. 24-hour access, all with month-to-month leases. Moving, they can help with supplies. They make storage easy. Go to AtlanticSelfStorage.com or call 877-WE-STORE to find a storage solution near you. Go Jags!
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Got a cracked windshield? Not only is it dangerous, but did you know it's also illegal? Call Baker Glass. Mac and his crew use the best auto glass in the market, and they accept most insurance. Plus, all new windshields come with a full warranty. From cars, to trucks, to RVs, you can count on Baker Glass to be fast and friendly. Just check out their Google reviews. Come see us at the shop on Casta Avenue, or we can come to you at your home or business.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Firehouse Subs is turning 30. Celebrate with them on Tuesday, October 8th from 5 to 6 p.m. at the Mandarin location. Meet Jacksonville, your favorite Jag players, and the cheerleaders. Join the fun at Firehouse Subs, 9825 San Jose Boulevard in Mandarin.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
Your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hit you with a prize pack that E says is razzle dazzle. E, what is it today?
I got a $30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Oh.
Showtime is the best place in town for sports memorabilia. Stop by Showtime. They're open 7 days a week, and they located right off of Phillips Highway in the intersection of Phillips and the Shab Road.
There you go. We'll do that at the end of the drill.
Should they or shouldn't they? I'll ask the question. You're on the spotlight now. This is the post-game hot podcast after the Mets fall last night. Should they have brought in Edwin Diaz? As you watch, it's always easy after the fact.
Yeah.
As you're watching the game and you go to the 8th, are you like, oh, what are we doing here? Let's bring in Sugar. Because it's not fair to not consider the dude you got in there has had a heck of a year, and he's been pretty money most of the time.
Yes.
At least by his stats. Now, you watch him, so that may not be the case. See the Braves bullpen from afar. Everyone thinks they're good. If you watch them every day, not so much. So, in the 8th, with top of the order coming up, what should the Mets have done?
They should have brought in Sugar.
They should have.
Yeah,
and you thought that at the time?
Well, we were talking about it. Murph brought it up.
Yeah.
My kids brought it up.
I thought that, too.
You know,
I thought so, too. I was surprised that they didn't.
It's the top of the order. It's 1, 2, 3.
And those guys are all hitting, by the way. You look at 1, 2, 3, they're all like 3 for 6 in the series.
And you worry about the 9th when you get to the 9th. Like if Sugar is not capable of finishing it out, then that's fine. We'll find somebody else to do it. But we're dealing with other hitters. And he definitely should have pulled him after he gave up the home run and then put another guy on and then gave up another home run. So once he tied it, to me, it was like, and then he gave up a hit. I texted Drew, and he agreed, pull him now, get him out of there. And that was a
So
that was a
it's 3-2. He hits the homer. They should have pulled him then at least. Or no?
It was a leadoff homer.
Yeah.
You want to give him one more? He gave up another hit. Then I definitely would have pulled him.
I got you.
I wouldn't have let the guy come up with 2 outs and a guy on base and a pinch hit and righty lefty and lots of things there. But advantage us last night, and we blew. What now? Did that lose us the game? No. We were the Braves last night. The 24 Braves is what you would refer to as we had so many chances, and we just didn't get that one big hit.
Well, we did it again.
And
last
we were
night.
2 for 11 with runners in scoring position, and we left 10 guys on base. So, I mean, we knocked out Frankie Montas in the 4th inning. I thought they took him out too quick. I thought the other mistake Mendy made was taking out Mania too early after 5. Because now you're counting on 6, 7, 8, and 9.
I thought that was strange, too. He was pitching pretty well.
It was fine. Let's squeeze one more inning out of him.
They took him out during an inning, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they replaced him in an inning. Yeah,
I was like, let him.
I watch more of yours than mine. I can't watch. I
Yeah.
only watch when they bat. And when they bat, it goes so fast that I don't. I'm being serious.
Yeah.
I only watch the Braves hit. I can't watch the other team. And I hate the playoffs because I got to watch that bug up in the right corner. 1-1. Bases loaded. 3-1.
Yeah.
5-1. Ah!
Yeah. Yeah. So it was, like I said, I thought.
So who do you got tonight? Who pitches?
Quintana. So.
And who pitches for do they have an ace? Who pitches for them?
Their ace pitched game 1.
Who pitches for them tonight? Who do they have? I don't even know who they have anymore.
I guess they'll go.
They still got
they're going with Myers, who's been very good for him.
Who?
Tobias Myers.
Oh, I don't know him. That's the one that leads them in wins with like 11 or something, or no?
He's 9-6 with a 3 ERA. He pitched in relief the other day against us. We didn't touch him, so he's one of those Brewer finds, older kid. He's 26, been wallowing around in the minors, and they did a couple things with him, and now he's really good. So that's who they'll go with. So I don't know how if he's a long, like does he go 6 or 7, or does he just a opener or 3-inning guy or what? But he's been starting games. He's been pitching 4, 5, 6 innings. So Arizona got to him a little bit. Twice, but he pitched very well against. Yeah, he's good. He pitched 4 innings against us. We got 1 hit off him the other day. So we'll see.
I mean, again, not my fight. Don't love Quintana. I don't know how he's pitched this year. That would scare me.
He's really hot, or he's Quintana, where he gives up 4 and 5 innings.
I got you.
So
I was disappointed for Max Fried. He's a professional. I know he wants his last game as a Brave to be better than it was last night. He just did not have it, man.
Yeah.
And we're okay. He got out of the first. It goes to the second. Two out, nobody on, 2 strikes. Gives up a double and just opened the floodgates. They scored 5 runs with 2 outs and nobody on.
Ooh.
And then I'll give them credit. They pecked back for more than I thought they would.
I watched the 9th inning. It was fun.
Yeah, it's like every 9th inning this year. Let's get a runner on. Let's at least Olsen failed like 4 times with guys on, it feels like.
Well, I saw one at bat. He was on. They brought in that lefty Scott.
Ugh.
That's a hard hit.
Yeah, of course it is.
That's a hard hit. But yeah, anyway, so we'll see. Of course, I think there's been, since they went to this format, I believe there's been 2 game 3s, and we've been in both of them.
It's amazing how these young, terrible franchises went on the road and beat, in one case, the powerhouse of the American League.
3 of the AL Centrals are in.
Yeah. Listen,
still standing. 3 AL Centrals and the Yankees.
I'm prepared to say the most undersold postseason storyline in 20 years is A.J. Hinch going down to Houston and dispatching of the Astros in 2. Yeah. It wasn't even
got him.
If you didn't know, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It was not even brief. I mean, I watched a lot of that series. They very rarely even referenced that Hinch was back where he had led the Astros to the World Series.
Well, the thing that stinks about Hinch is like certain guys were made examples of and certain guys.
Yeah, and he was one of the ones made example of.
So I'm sure it meant something for him. But that team, boy, you look at that lineup. I mean, again, that's a guy who manages because he goes righty-lefties. He's got guys up at, you look and you say, how is this team winning? I mean, here's the stat, Dan Hicken stat of the day. You ready for this one?
Oh, boy.
When you talk about the Tigers and the Astros doing battle.
His name is Hicken. He's got a knowledge addiction. It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
The 26-man Tigers roster, $18.8 million. The guy on the mound who gave up the bases clearing double makes $19 million. Nice job, Hader.
Hader has been terrible for 4 years, and people keep trying to trust him. Jock Pederson ended Hader's career.
Yeah.
The Braves played the Brewers in the divisional round.
I think it was before that. It was Washington beat them.
Did they?
Washington beat them when they won the World Championship. They knocked out Milwaukee. That was
they beat him.
Yes.
Well, maybe it was the next year.
It was
then
3-1. All he's got to do is get 3 outs, and they're moving on.
Well, same thing with the Braves. The Braves beat him. And Jock Pederson, lefty on lefty, took him deep.
Yes.
I think Freeman may have as well.
He's not
in the next game.
He's not a good. He's not been good. Now he came in because Presley loaded him up, but You know, that's what it does. That's what it comes down to when you're a big-time closer. You got to come through.
He's not a big-time closer, is my point. And any fool team that keeps putting him out there deserves what they got. So the Astros 100% deserve to lose. Hader's a bum, man. He was a bum for the Padres. He was a bum for the Brewers.
Oh, no.
And you're putting him out there with the season on the line.
Well, here's the thing. Josh Hader's 0-2 with an ERA of 1.64, 33 strikeouts and 5 saves and 18 appearances in the postseason in his career. But he has some glaring losses.
It's the 0-2.
Yeah.
And by the way, recently, and big ones like season enders.
2019, ERA was 18. 21 was you.
Yeah.
4.5. And he lost those games.
Yeah.
And then last night, obviously. Yeah. Like last night didn't hurt his ERA because he gave up all those 3 runs. There's some, guy, I don't know who it was, Ibanez.
Well, it was 2 out. Again, all that goes out the window, man.
Yeah.
If it's 2 outs and 2 strikes, you got no excuses.
Yeah.
It's not about inherited runners. It's not about career ERA. You're on the mound. That dude's there, and he just ripped you, bro.
All it means, though, is that the Yankees are licking their chops.
I guess. Do you think the Yankees are going to the World Series?
Yes.
I don't.
No?
That pitching, that bullpen. Ugh.
You think they're going to struggle with the Royals?
I think no, I don't. So that leaves them with one series.
Tigers or Guardians?
Well, I mean, it's a compelling argument, the lack of substance.
That's all I'm saying.
The Yankees are just okay. I guess it wouldn't surprise me if they went. I all feel like they're the favorite. Yeah, the Royals could beat them.
Yeah.
The Royals got really good starting pitching. They got 4 really good starting pitchers.
I think I've now, being a participant in the playoffs, I think I've figured out why it's so tough for these teams. Like the Dodgers and the Phillies are forgotten. They're sitting. We're all playing this death, survive and advance baseball. And then we get to the next round. You tell me yesterday the DS is just 5 games. So you're telling me don't you let us get to Philly. If we go to Philly and Zach Wheeler is rusty or whatever reason and we beat Zach Wheeler game 1, you're in the driver's seat, man. So
the division matchups are bad news for the higher seed.
Yeah, tough. 5-game set is tough.
And the Braves learned that twice against the Phillies the last 2 years before this season. It's tough. It's tough to have that division match, especially if it's a dangerous team. And by the time you get to the division round, you better believe it's a dangerous team.
Correct. Yeah, Detroit is dangerous.
They're all dangerous. The Royals are dangerous. The Royals starting pitching can shut down the Yankees. Look what they did to the Royals. Did the Orioles score?
Yeah, they got 1 run.
Right. I'm being facetious.
They had a guy strike out when he got hit by a pitch with the bases loaded.
I thought that was a foul ball when that happened. That shocked me that's just a swinging strike.
Yeah. Yeah, he struck out. He got hit by a pitch right in the middle of his body.
Oh, no, it was up here, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he swung. Well, when you swing, it's a strike.
I get it if it hits you like in the ribs, but if it hits because he did it like his hands.
Yeah.
Hit there, I thought.
Well, I ate him up inside, and he went, you out.
So if he doesn't swing, he gets first?
Yeah.
There's a glitch in the matrix.
Don't swing.
That line shouldn't exist. The ball hits you. I don't care. That's not a swing either.
Yeah.
It's like he's about to kill me.
There's about
defensive motion.
There's about 10 that weren't swings that first base umpire goes, strike.
Well, I had bad umpiring in San Diego. Guys don't know the strike zones. It's so annoying. Either keeping an at-bat alive that should be dead or killing an at-bat that should be important. It's
so
terrible.
Bad. It's so frustrating.
Put up the box at home plate and eliminate all this controversy.
Amen.
If it hits the box, it's a strike. How hard is it?
Not that hard.
Anyway.
We got to take a break. 641-1010. That's the number to call. As we head to break, we got Doc Murphy on deck. Tell them what they're going to win.
$30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles. All you got to do is hit me up, 904-641-1010.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Now at Hodges Mazda, get ready for an incredible offer and drive home the 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% APR for 36 months. Lauren Brooks here. The Mazda CX-5 combines sleek design, advanced technology, and a responsive drive, making it the ideal SUV for your everyday adventures. Discover the Hodges Mazda difference with our non-commissioned sales team who are always focused on your best interest first. Plus, you get 2 years of free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com. See dealer for details, terms, and fees for qualified applicants. Expire September 30th, 2024.
It's your boy E.T. And if you can't make it to the game, come watch the game with me. I'll be at Mr. Chubby's Fleming Island this Sunday. $9 pitchers, the best wings in town, and the NFL package on all them TVs. They got 19 TVs, so you won't miss a thing. I'll be giving out swag from 1010XL and Mr. Chubby. It's going to be a party. Make sure you come say hi. $9 pitchers this Sunday, 1 p.m., Colts Jags, Mr. Chubby's Wings in Flippin' Island. Proud partner of your Jacksonville Jaguars. Come on, somebody.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Are you ready to upgrade your home? Experience the winning combination of style and performance with Renewal by Andersen, energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires October 31st and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Visionaries, builders, and doers, are you ready to change the world? Miller Electric is your opportunity to shape the future. Miller Electric is leading the charge in electric vehicle technology with our state-of-the-art EV Innovation Design Center. We're working to create a sustainable future. We're also the proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars, powering their performance at the brand new Miller Electric Center. Miller Electric, we provide competitive pay, unbeatable benefits. Apply today. MillerCareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Catching fish and fish stories.
What's going on here? Get me the boat. Get me the boat.
On the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show with Captain Kevin Faber. Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Veterans Wholesale Cabinets.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
It's time to take it back to the 90s, Jags fans. Be at the bank Sunday, October 6th, as we debut our Prowler throwback jerseys against the Colts and induct legendary head coach Tom Coughlin into the pride of the Jaguars at halftime. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss this matchup. Lock in your seats now by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
Yo, you already know it's your boy E to the T. And what a week of football and betting it was last week. If you haven't bet with MyBookie yet, they're still running that double deposit bonus. Just sign up using promo code 1010XL. We have another huge week, starting with college and NFL games on Thursday night. Get signed up now for a little Sun Belt, Fun Belt college football matchup. Texas State is a 2-touchdown favorite traveling to Troy. But this is the Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll take the over 58 points on that total. And for Thursday night NFL action, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Atlanta, where they open up as a 2.5-point underdog to them Falcons. I take a long, hard look at betting on the Buccaneers with them 2 points and parlay with the over 43.5 on the total. For a limited time, MyBookie still has a double deposit bonus. Use promo code 1010XL to claim that bonus that doubles your money on your very first deposit, up to $1,000. Double your money with promo code 1010XL before you even place a bet. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season with MyBookie.
Kuhn Flowers and 1010XL encourage you to help those devastated by Hurricane Helene in the Big Bend area of Florida. Kuhn's will be sending a relief truck to Perry, Florida Friday morning to encourage you to stop by their Beach Boulevard location to donate tarps, blankets, first aid kits, bottled drinking water, diapers, flashlights, laundry detergent, towels, and toilet paper. Any amount will help and is appreciated. Their truck leaves Friday morning, so stop by Kuhn Flowers, Beach Boulevard with your donations today.
In its final year, we encourage you to help create great futures for young people when you run or walk at Mackenzie's Run, Saturday, November 23rd. Join Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida for a 5K and 1-mile fun run through the beautiful stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Enjoy food, live music, face painting, family fun, and more at our Runners Village. Register at mackenziesrun.org. Mackenzie's 5K and Fun Run, November 23rd. mackenziesrun.org.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars, protecting you and your family Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. We got Doc Kevin
You know what that
Murphy,
music
but
means.
Before we bring him in, we got a special announcement
Yes,
from
we
the
do.
drill.
I mean, just the cultural differences we're making here. We're just like the joy we bring to families.
Yeah.
On a daily.
This is great news.
Recurrence.
I'm so happy.
Okay, here we go.
You know, I love life.
You ready?
Don't you love life, Pros?
Sure. I think no.
Don't we embrace life?
Yeah.
The circle of life. Beautiful.
Sure.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
E, could you cue up some music,
Once they
please?
make it here, at least.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
This goes out to our good friends.
Yeah.
Riley and Emily McLeod.
Yeah. It's almost the diehard name, McLean. Never mind.
Riley and Emily.
Yeah.
They got 3 boys.
They do. Good family. Right, you know what?
They got little Hudson.
Little Hudson.
Right,
They got the big Owen.
Right now, Cook, like, what in the hockey? Am I in the Twilight Zone? What's going on here?
And they got Nixon. I love the names, by the way. Hudson, Owen, and Nixon. Those are 3 good names.
We're going strong.
By the way, Riley, those are sports names.
Yeah, Riley.
Hey, Huddy, get you one, Huddy. Come on, O. Let's go, Big O.
If you've
Come
got
on, Nix.
if you've got the 3 boys,
Yeah.
do you just like keep trying till you get a girl? Do you think?
Well, apparently you do.
Oh,
because guess
do
what,
tell.
Riley?
What's happening?
Emily's with child, baby.
You heard it here first.
Yeah,
That's right, Riley.
congratulations.
Guess who she told first, buddy? Us.
Shout out.
She told us. She brought us a bottle of wine.
Don't drive off the road, Riley. Emily is with child.
Somebody been having some afternoon delight, I see.
You teased her. You told her she doesn't do things in a unique and creative way.
You did?
How about that?
So the drill said, wait a second.
Hold my beer.
That's right.
We'll tell Riley for you, Emily. You're going to be a daddy again.
Hey, Riley, how's that feel, buddy?
And we're hoping you get a little girl, but if you don't, 4 boys is great. But she's having your baby.
She's having my baby. What a song. Like how we wrote the songs back in the day. It was just simple.
This is what music
I love
was
it.
for real.
It's a real hit. I'm going to eat lunch. That's the next single
I love
we're
it.
going to hear.
Oh, it's so good.
We Sleep at Night is this week's top hit.
Congratulations, Riley. Congratulations,
There you go, buddy.
Emily.
Huh?
Congratulations, Hudson, Owen, and Nixon.
Yeah, and
Big
now,
bro.
and by the way, Riley, Big Mouth, pressure's on you now. Good luck at Christmas.
Right?
Yeah.
Good luck at the anniversary. You better come up with something there,
That's right.
Mr. Creative.
Don't call the drill.
She just took you to the woodshed,
She
Riley.
did, buddy. Gave him a whooping with child, by the
Oh,
way.
I'm so happy.
There you go.
I want to hug everyone. Doc, how are you?
I'm good.
Doc, we got some walking woundeds here, man. First off, they've now Anthony Richardson, the Colts quarterback, practiced limited yesterday. He left what they said a hip pointer. They've changed it to oblique. Did you see the hit? He got whacked on it. What was that?
Yeah, that's getting a hit is not an oblique injury. An oblique is kind of a core muscle twisting kind of injury.
Mm-hmm.
So he got drilled and it smacked the prominent bone in your hip. I heard you guys talking about it yesterday. I almost called in. Yeah, it's a bruise of the but there's tendons that attach there, and every time you flex your hip.
He wouldn't be a limited participant in practice if there were tendons involved, no? Or could he?
Well, it's not torn. It just bruised at that tendon site, and so it just hurts. You pad it up.
No danger in playing. It's not like it's something that's strained that could pull.
Correct.
So, yeah, we'll see. And, by the way, this would be – here's another one that starts to creep in, Dan, and it's not fair, and I'm not saying that this is what I feel, but the, quote, the toughness angle starts to come into play with Anthony Richardson. Right?
Why'd you leave?
The ability to play hurt, right?
Yeah.
Like, you better not play this week and have it, or,
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to grit it out and tough it up and play football.
I think he will play. Jonathan Taylor, though, their talented running back, may not play. He's a running back, and he's got an ankle sprain.
Yeah, please. Please don't play.
Yeah. That's just...
Yeah, it's tough. Ankle sprains, we've all had them.
Not high ankle.
Either way, it's going to be swollen for weeks, and it's going to hurt. When you put your foot down, it hurts certainly to try and cut. At that position, that's a hard thing to come back from quickly.
He got retaped, which is what you do, right? When that happens in the game, they cut the tape off, they look at it, they retape it up. He tries to go, let's not go.
Yeah, you're trying to minimize the swelling and so forth. But, once that tape comes off and you get back to your room, that thing's swollen up.
Mm-hmm.
So the next day it's swollen. That's what they've been trying to prevent. They've been icing him in rehab, but the thing swells, it hurts, and he's probably not going to play.
I was watching following your Steelers situation, and it occurs to me, boy, we're a lot harder on a player when he is less than honest about an injury to determine, his playing time or not. See Jalen Ramsey, maybe Devontae Adams, right? If they say they're hurt and they're really not, and we just get all over them, how can you do it? Yet it's okay for the coaches in the organization to do the same thing. I'm guessing Russell Wilson could have played football 2-3 weeks ago. And week after week, I'm not going to say he won't be doing more. Tell me one injury Russell. Have you seen his practice footage, either one of you? He runs around like a 13-year-old. I mean, it doesn't look a bit strained or stressed or injured. So is that what we're doing here? We're Operation Cover-Up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, I would assume the doctors have cleared him.
Is it a calf strain? What did he have? I can't even remember.
Yeah, I think it was a calf strain. And again, those can lead to other things, but and it's hard to push off. But once it's healed, if it's a strain and not torn into the tissue, then you can come back from that pretty quickly. But the doctor probably cleared him, and now this is coach speak.
Their way of saying, you know what the mistake was there, Hick and Doc? Correct me if I'm wrong. He officially named, late in the process, he named Russ as their starter, did he not?
He did.
What a mistake. Yes. If he had just kept quiet for another couple of weeks and we're going to let him battle, that's why we brought in 2, you wouldn't be in this position. Fields played. Why would we change? He's great. We're happy to have Russ. He's a big part of the team. Why keep it like even as a – and maybe it's not. Maybe everyone there knows. Maybe the team knows. He's probably even told, hey, man, we're riding this guy until we don't. Russ, you on board? Let's ride.
Yeah, well, that's fine to say that, right? So I don't know what the doctor told Russ or the team, but presumably, as you said, watching what he's doing in practices, he looks like he's ready to go.
Doug Pederson on Devin Lloyd, who was surprisingly inactive on Sunday. Lloyd had a contusion the week before. It was just kind of sore during the week. Hopefully he'd make it. Just went to warm up prior to the game and just felt like he couldn't give 100%, so we put him down. I don't know if it's that proper way to say it. But
we took him out back, and you'll see him at the rodeo this
But anyway,
weekend.
he did not practice yesterday either.
Is it knee for him?
Yeah, but what contusion? Is it?
Contusion
is what it means.
Probably not holding you out.
Yeah.
Again, that's that's a toughness thing. If it's just a bruise, play. But if it's an MCL, which is a lot of those are,
okay,
it's it still hurts him when he cuts and plants, and he just can't push off well.
And again, this is where the diagnosis comes in. But if you bruised a bone on your knee, I guess allegedly either in practice or the game 2.5 weeks ago, and then you're ready to go, you're in pads, and then the bruise still hurts so much. A bruise doesn't hurt for 3 weeks, does it?
Well, a bone bruise.
Okay, that's
is a
different.
thing.
Tell me the difference.
So bruised your soft tissue, you got hit, and you get a little swollen,
and you
over
see it, but you don't feel it.
Overlying tissue. That's a rub dirt on it and get back in there.
Okay.
If it's a bone bruise, a deep bone bruise, you've actually injured the bone itself, and the bone bleeds, and that hurts.
Oh, okay.
That hurts.
All right. Well, there you go.
And that can hurt for quite a while.
All right,
that
good.
can be even up to 6 weeks.
And
it's really like a fracture of the bone.
But still painful, and that would also apply to someone we already mentioned. That's basically what Anthony Richardson's most likely going through. At least some, maybe not
a little
severe
different.
one. But.
Yeah, this is more. You got hit. This is Anthony Richardson's is more of a contused area. It's superficially
not
bruised,
a bone bruise,
and it's going to hurt when you hit it.
Okay.
A deep bone bruise, it hurts when you put weight on it. So that's a little harder to come back from. So we don't know the diagnosis truly, but that may be what he's going through.
Evan Ingram limited in practice yesterday. He's working his way back from a hamstring, but. It's weird. It's weird.
3 weeks later since it happened, and as I told you, in 3 weeks we'll say maybe the next 3 weeks.
Right.
There we are.
Well, what's interesting, though, is it's definitely being treated differently than Tyson Campbell's hamstring, who's still working off to the side. So Tyson Campbell must have had a much more severe one. But Evan Ingram, again, is, the risk you run with getting back too soon is then it's a year-long thing. And so we'll see. And I guess Doc, is it hard for even the physicians to – okay, so all the numbers tell us it's good, but you go open it up, but we should probably wait another week or,
Well, part of it, they've had an MRI, so you know what grade it is.
Right.
If it's a complete tear, you're out for 3 months. If it's a partial tear, a grade 2, it's usually 6 weeks. If it's mildly sprained, it could be a 3-week thing.
Right.
So they know that already. And then you test them out, as you said, you test the strength, you have them do drills. And if there's no pain, you say, okay, it's one of those eyeball things. Go get it.
Open it up and let's see what happens.
But as they try to do that, if it tweaks them, they're out again.
The nature of pregame warm-ups is stretching and three-quarter work. Could that make us think that it's on the milder side?
Yeah,
because you're not running away from a 4-4 corner?
Yeah, if they're letting him do that, he's probably in the mild sprain rather than a tear. But you can't tell really till they sprint out.
We probably underplayed the loss of Evan Ingram, Hick. Maybe to the point that they're 1-3. Those plays down there inside the 5 and 10 that we can't do anything. That's where he's made a living and really caught a lot of balls. He's been a safety valve. He's been. We complain about the 8-yard routes, but golly, he's open and he catches them, which is more than what we're getting. So the Jaguars' injury list is long, but I think today's injury report is the one to really pay attention.
Well, Josh Hines-Allen remains in concussion protocol.
Yeah, did not practice. The only two that didn't practice were Lloyd and Hines-Allen. But a bunch of dudes limited on Wednesday. We get a better determination on Thursday because up in Indy, by the way, they had just had a laundry list that did not practice. Important guys from Kwity Paye to Ryan Kelly, Zaire Franklin, Jonathan Taylor you mentioned. These are important players, for the Colts, and they had a bunch who didn't practice at all yesterday.
Yeah.
Anything else? I'm trying to think of there was a baseball injury I thought that I wanted to address, but I can't recall. I don't know what it would have been.
What's a good way to?
Yeah, I can't. There was one, but it's not enough. If it's not peppering me right now in my brainstem, Doc, it's probably not that big a deal.
We've had a call from the McLeod family. They'd like you to deliver the baby. Okay. How would that be? Just to,
it's been a while. Have you ever delivered a baby?
Have you ever delivered a baby?
Oh, yeah. Not even emergency. I've delivered probably 100 babies.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course he has.
Of course.
Blindfolded?
No.
Doc, one other question. I don't know.
Where?
You got to
just at a hospital.
I want to know. Back when I was my internship and so forth.
Oh, okay. When you're starting.
Yeah.
Doc,
catch them.
I just want to know if you and the missus have been watching the.
Never drop one either.
The Golden Bachelor. Rhett, have you been watching it?
Can we say that? Is this public? Can we go with it? Okay. This is a great.
It's a great story.
Just add to Doc's Forrest Gump.
We're in here one day, and there's the promo for the Golden Bachelorette comes on, and Doc goes, "Oh, we know her."
What do you
mean you know her? Oh yeah, her and her late husband were our neighbors, and we coached together.
We coached football back in the day. Yeah, John Vassos.
Can you vouch for the Golden Bachelorette as being a good person, and we're not just? This is where it gets tough.
No, she's a very nice person.
Very sweet.
Yeah, she was always very nice.
Well, see, that shoots down this.
What does
TV.
Mrs. Murphy think about the? Yeah. I haven't watched. Have they had any makeout sessions or anything yet on the Golden Bachelorette?
Are you being forced to watch?
Yes, I am being forced to watch. I peripherally
is it
watch.
a guilty pleasure or not? Yes or no? Be honest.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, I do not enjoy it.
But Jody's watching.
Jody's watching.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, she's on it.
Has she stayed in touch with her since y'all left? Very
sparingly.
Little. Okay.
Yeah.
Has she picked out a suitor that she wants to win on the show?
I hadn't.
Haven't not gone that far.
I'm
you don't
trying
have
to be disengaged.
You don't have a post game before bed.
I'm trying to be peripherally involved.
Power rake them for me.
Yeah.
Kevin, it's on. I'll be in a minute.
Oh yeah. Oh, she knows when it's on. It's on, buddy.
That's beautiful. Yeah. He's Doc Kevin Murphy. He's our own personal forest guy. Yeah.
He's our hero.
Hey, he intercepted Dan Marino. He intercepted Doug Flutie. He knows the Bachelorette. He ran.
Just wait till the other stories would tell you in a few months.
Yeah. Operated on the president. I don't know what to tell you. He sits there with these two schleps. Combined IQ doesn't touch it.
No, not even close.
A little bit dumber. He's Doc Kevin Murphy. This is The Drill.
Thank you.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
It's the play that influenced the outcome.
Handoff inside. He sees it. Now he goes and gets it. Nice play coming downhill.
Listen for the performance painting high performance play of the game on 1010XL. Performance painting. Prepare, protect, preserve. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods
to fishing rods. Compare prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Your car is like part of your family. It takes you to work, drops the kids off at school, goes with you on vacation. You feel safe in your car, but all that can change in an instant due to someone else's carelessness. Now you need money for medical bills, car repairs, lost wages. You need help, and you need it now. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us at 396-5555. Farah and Farah, protecting you and your family since 1979. Jacksonville.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. That's Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz. The folks there are terrific. They're very friendly. They're going to help you get set up. Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. But they just want to remind you over at Beaches Dermatology to protect your skin a little bit. We're in the Sunshine State, man. I don't care if it's fall. I don't care if it's winter. Sun comes out, man. It gets a hot days out still, right? You got to wear that hat. You got to wear that long sleeve dry fit if you're going to be out there for a while. Put on that sunscreen, man. Protect the skin. Now, if something should pop up on the skin, then you go deal with our friends at Beaches Dermatology. Nobody better. And they're very easy to get a hold of. Give them a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
I'm Taylor Rose with our Remedy Staffing Westside office off of Normandy Boulevard. We are helping great people find great jobs. Remedy has helped some of the best employers in Jacksonville find talented job seekers like you for over 25 years. Our current job openings range from entry-level distribution center pickers to equipment operators. Apply today at remedygoodjobs.com. Don't wait. Apply at remedygoodjobs.com now.
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called The Vault. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows. One winner and a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents in 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry periods for the Shadow Sweepstakes promotion from 8/19/24 to 12/15/24. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsored administrator, Everbank N.A. member FDIC.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now.
904-425-5095.
Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back.
904-425-5095.
For a limited time, free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS.
904-425-5095. That's 904-425-5095.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jacks for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Hidden Hills Golf Club invites you to come out and experience one of the most beautiful and unique golf courses in North Florida. Affordable golf, friendly service, and great times in the Hills Grill after play. Book your tee time, hiddenhillsgc.com.
Mia here. The name to remember this hurricane season is Pro Jax Roofing. Your neighbors have relied on Mike for 25 years to repair or replace their roofs. When you call Pro Jax Roofing, you only talk to Mike. No expensive salespeople. You always get the best price for your project. For the lowest insurance rates, a free wind mitigation report is always given with your roof replacement. Pro Jax Roofing wishes you a safe hurricane season, and if needed, Mike is here to help. Call today for a free estimate or go online at projaxroofingfl.com.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1 second left. Packers are down by 6 at the goal line. Your defense is the only thing stopping them from scoring. Is your team prepared? Double Check Cybersecurity has your back. With an AI-powered defense, start your 14-day trial at doublecheck.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Prize Picks. The rocky start for the 2 North Florida schools have seen several decommits after only 4 weeks, a subject Florida head coach Billy Napier commented on.
We've had a few situations where maybe it was mutual to some degree and we were okay with it.
Knowles quarterback Brock Glenn provided insight on the benefits of having started 2 games last season as he prepares for Clemson.
2 good teams, Louisville and Georgia. Just seeing how fast the speed of the game is in a real game has helped a lot.
One of the surprise success stories early in this NFL season has been the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a short week for the Bucs as they face division foe Atlanta Falcons this evening on Thursday Night Football. Bucs head coach Todd Bowles says for his team, the short week is no issue.
It's a Thursday game. We knew that at the beginning of the season.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 8:04 and it's 74 degrees. Time and Tim brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Barra & Barra, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it. And now, Catlin Truck Accessories brings you the Riley Report with Riley Skinner on 1010XL.
All right, every Thursday, former ACC Player of the Year, Riley Skinner joins us. Break down the college football landscape. Missed him a week ago. By the way, a couple of Googans have hit me up on the text line. I said there's a baseball injury. Of course I didn't remember. I mean, being last night and all, but Padres starter Joe Musgrove got pulled from that game with an elbow injury, like in the middle of the game. So he could be, in a jeopardy moving forward. But that's not this segment. It's college football. Hello, Riley. Good morning.
We talking baseball?
Nah, we're not. No. Listen to me. Let me tell you what I will do. I will put you on hold, set you straight. No, we're cleaning up a mess not a mess. We're just cleaning up last segment real quick. So, anywho, Georgia, Bama. Let's start there. Lived up to it, and then we'll look at this week's schedule. But what do you take from that Georgia Alabama game when it comes to starting to identify the landscape of the potential playoff?
One of the best games I've ever watched.
Right.
I think. In all honesty, a testament to Georgia coming back and doing what they did. I think everybody in the nation got exposed to Ryan Williams and how special he is. Jalen Milroe, that he's starting to separate himself as one of the best players in the country without a doubt. And there's some question marks of how good he could be with that offense, and he has just been phenomenal so far. And man, to see what coach has done with Bama to come in after Saban and put that together, best atmosphere I've seen in college football in years across the board. Just a phenomenal game. I don't know. I mean, you didn't want anybody to lose that game. It looked half the people probably in the country turned it off.
I was one of them. I switched over.
They're 2 of the best 4 teams in the country. With Ohio State and Texas behind them, I think that's your top 4 right now. If you had to go to the old school playoffs of 4 teams.
Florida hosts UCF this weekend. Now, UCF had led the country in rushing until losing to Colorado over the weekend. I don't know where they stand now. Do they still lead the country in rushing? My initial guess would always be Boise State. They got the kid averaging like 250.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're Florida, Dan and I talked about this. It's just a doggone, dirty, rotten state of the program. All due respect to UCF, that you got to grind over an early October game against UCF. That doesn't have anything to do with this week's game, but where do you see, this thing shaking out Saturday in the Swamp?
I'll be honest. I think Florida's going to rout them.
Oh, good.
I know.
Talk dirty to me, Riley.
Yeah, I do, and here's why. I want to say UCF, other than the Colorado game, they scored a ton of points. You got KJ Jefferson at quarterback, who's accustomed to SEC defenses. He's played these guys before. But I think the question after seeing what Florida did and watch what Graham Mertz did against Mississippi State, albeit Mississippi State is not a great program right now, I think the conversation about the quarterback is probably a little quieter now. And hopefully with the bye week, Old Nape has had a good chunk of time to really systemize how Graham Mertz and Lagway play together. And look, I think this is kind of a must-win because the Florida schedule better than anybody. After this, it's going to be a gauntlet.
Any prayer of getting to 6, you've got to have this one, and you're dead right on the temperature of the whole quarterback thing. That's nowhere comparable to what it was even going, probably more into the Texas A&M game, but to Mississippi State, it's gone back down to a normal, survivable
it's
level.
Also such I've been in those situations where you have to go to a bye week off a loss. I mean, it's terrible. You sit in it, you think about it. It affects everybody for 2 weeks. They went in off a high. Graham Mertz's confidence is where it needs to be. I truly think an interstate game, it's a night game in the swamp. I think they routed them. I really do.
Did he say blowout? Blowout?
Yes. I didn't say
You said, I think we blow them out. Let me tell you something. The Gators couldn't blow out candles on a birthday cake, okay? They're not blowing anybody out. The UCF will run the ball right down Florida's throat over and over. Now, Florida may win a high-scoring game. I think that's definitely a possibility. But blowout, wow, that's big.
I said double-digit win. Double-digit win in Florida these days is a blowout.
Well, that's fair.
Take it for that.
That would apply if that happens.
I think
I'll take it running.
Is UCF favored or Florida favored?
It started with
Florida back and forth.
Yeah, well, it started with Florida favored, then went to UCF, but I imagine it's back to Florida. But I'll tell you in here
because that could be your pick.
I think Florida's by 1. Florida -1.
Oh, okay.
I think that we could almost say, due to the schedule and the way the quarterback Cam Ward is playing, that Miami is going to be a playoff team. Whether or not the only one from the ACC will be yet to determine. My question for you is it from what you've seen from Miami, do you consider Miami a national title contender? Are they in that group that could potentially win?
Not yet.
Is it too? And here, there's also this. We may go into the playoff itself without knowing. They just don't play anyone, Riley. With FSU down, they have a schedule with no one.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
That's what worries me about. Look, I want them to be what they've shown for the first half of the year. Now, the Virginia Tech game was pretty ugly. Like, it wasn't I didn't watch a ton of it. I watched the highlights. It looked like a very sloppy game for Miami. And the biggest thing I always worry about when we said this at the beginning of the year, they can start off hot. It's like, can they sustain it, or do they let the media get to their heads? And down in Coral Gables, does it become too much about them and they don't look internally and stay focused? That's what I worry about with Miami. It's not the talent. I think they have the talent to be a playoff team, but I need to see domination of teams they need to dominate, right? Because you get into one of those where you don't bring your A game, and if you do it multiple times a week, one of those is going to slip up, and you lose to really anybody on the schedule. If you look at it, I mean, Cal, Louisville, Florida State, Duke, Tech, Wake, Syracuse, you're right, there's no one. So if you lose one of those games or two, I think it reveals who they really are. But until that happens, I do think they are a playoff team. I do. I think Cam Ward is as good as advertised. To me, it's just between the years. Can they keep it locked in and dialed in and focus on the task at hand and not get caught up in the hype that they haven't had in years?
It'll be fun this year in the playoff, too, in that you're going to, for the first time ever, you're going to have to run a gauntlet. You're going to have to beat 3 or 4 really good teams in a row. And you never had to do that before. You had to win, then maybe win your conference title game, and then forever it's just one game you're going to win, and then it's 2 against back-to-back. But again, add a 3rd or 4th hurdle, a top 5 or 10 hurdle to any college football team, and you're not always going to know what you're going to get. Florida's a 2.5-point dog right now at home to UCF, a 2.5-point underdog at home. FSU is a 14.5-point home dog to Clemson, Riley, and it doesn't feel like it's enough.
Brock Glenn gets a start.
It doesn't. They think Brock Glenn's going to be the guy to turn around. I don't know.
19 of 51 in his career, Riley. 19 of 51.
Oh, believe me, I remember that ACC championship game. Oof. It was brutal. But, look, I'm going to focus more on the Tigers here because, if you look at Clemson right now, they've been forgotten, right? Week one, after week one, they've been forgotten. If you look at them since then, it's since the second half of that Georgia game, because it was tied at the Georgia game, if you remember. I mean, it was a tie game going into halftime with Georgia. We got one half of bad football. Since then, they've been electric. I mean, Cade Klubnik has been – they've completely opened up their offensive scheme. Their passing game downfield has been just night and day what it has been for the last 2 to 3 years. I think the little Bryant Westco Jr., the small little freshman, Antonio Williams, they've got some really good young receivers, and I think it's taken them time to get that confidence and trust in them. But to me, they're a dark horse for – I mean, I think they can easily be a playoff team if they continue to play the way they have. And if Cade Klubnik starts fast in games, he's shown that he can be a very good quarterback. And it's if you haven't watched them since the Georgia game, you need to tune into them because I think they're going to put up a lot of points on Florida State. I mean, they're averaging like 45, 50 points a game since that Georgia game. And, I've just been more impressed by them than focusing on kind of the dumpster fire in Tallahassee.
They, too, are in the Charmin division of the ACC, apparently, at least when it comes to scheduling. Nothing on the schedule. Louisville holds the key to the ACC's presence. Louisville, Clemson, and Miami.
Not a great narrative.
Well, here's what I mean. It's the only team that either Clemson or Miami have left. I mean, they both play FSU, who stinks right now, but they each play. The only ranked team on either team's schedule, Miami and Clemson, is Louisville. Miami plays at Louisville. Clemson hosts Louisville. I need Miami and Clemson to both beat Louisville so that at least we get an ACC championship game that will force seemingly the two most talented teams to play each other. These conferences where they're new, they need to schedule like the NFL. And if you're a bad team, give them more bad teams. And if you're a good one, make them play the good and great ones. And how Miami and Clemson not playing this year is an oversight.
Yep.
To me.
I agree.
Hick, what you got?
I'm just there's some really interesting
there is.
games.
I was hoping y'all are going to get for our boy Keith get to Gamecock.
Well, you better be careful, Lane Train.
I'm just imagining they're testy after that loss to Kentucky.
Because and by the way, this will be watched with one eye from Gator Nation. And you go up to South Carolina South Carolina is in plus 9.5 points.
And that's at Carolina?
Yes.
Yeah, that's too many.
And
I think I smell one of Hick's 5-pack picks.
Boy, you blow that game. And they're getting their quarterback back. I think the Rockets back. I don't know. That's a tough one that's where I need to see some coaching from the future Gator coach if he's going to be.
This is it's a little bit like Miami in the fact that I look at the high flying electric pass heavy offenses, right? When you don't play anybody for the first 4 or 5 weeks, you get this false sense of security, false sense of confidence. And we saw what Kentucky did against Georgia with the Mark Stoops defense. Did the same thing to Ole Miss and knocked them in the mouth. They didn't know what to do, right? You put up 60 points against everybody you play, but you didn't play anybody. I mean, you played at Wake. That was your hardest game, which let's be honest. They can't stop a nosebleed right now. So if you look at Ole Miss, though, coming into the season, best team they've had in a while, et cetera, SEC championship possibility, playoff possibility. This, to me, is a must-win game. And because of that, I have liked watching South Carolina run the football. I have liked them with their quarterback. I feel like he's played really well. I think they should get him back after the bye week. But South Carolina, they got to run the ball to be good. They got to run the ball to be effective. Ole Miss, they've got like the second best pass rush or run defense in the country, as well as one of the highest sack team defenses in the country. So I don't think it sets up well for South Carolina is where I'm going.
Okay.
And I think what plays in their favor is you got to go to William Bryce. Right. It's the 3:30 game.
Mm-hmm.
They see a little vulnerability from Ole Miss, what's going to get that fan base even that much more fired up. I think Lane realizes if they want to keep their aspirations for the season alive, this is a must-win game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think the Rebs take care of it.
Okay.
I do. I don't think it's a routing, but I think they take care of it. Because after that, you got LSU, the Sooners, Georgia. I mean, it gets tough from here. So if they want to have their conference and playoff hopes alive, they lose this thing, it's out the window.
All right. Every week it's the Riley Report, former ACC Player of the Year, Riley Skinner, brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. Man, I'll give you an interesting team to watch. They've come out of the gates. They've beaten a couple of ranked teams. They've got the young emerging quarterback. I wonder what the ceiling is for Tennessee, boys. It feels like with that quarterback, and they've had some good ones, right? I mean, they're sending dudes to the league. I mean, not great ones, but good ones. Man, it just feels like they have the combo this year, Hick and Riles. It doesn't seem like Tennessee has played good offense and good defense.
They got good defense
since Phil Fulmer was there, and now it feels like they have the ability to do that. Now this week is kind of a trap game. They play at Arkansas, 7:30, the primetime game. They've come off a bye, they have that, but you guys see any danger there for Tennessee at Arkansas?
No.
I love Heupel off a bye, man. I think they're fine there. I mean, they got two big.
They got Bama in 2 weeks, right? They got the Gators next week,
Bama.
and Gators is a nice rivalry. Gets you lubed up for the Bama game, which comes up the next week.
Yeah.
And then they play at Georgia, by the way. So Tennessee's got to go up Alabama and Georgia this year. So
the Gators and the Tide at home. And then at Georgia. But other than that, it's.
Are you guys like me? Are you a little surprised / disappointed that we're week 5 now of the college football season? I don't feel like we've had a great Saturday yet.
No.
Where are the matchups? I mean, where's the week we have 4 really, really good ones? Like, we'll get one good one, Alabama, Georgia last week. Maybe it was, the Tennessee, Oklahoma, or we just haven't had a chock full of great games.
We haven't, and call me whatever, pessimist, not just negative, but Tennessee, Oklahoma on paper should be cool, but that rivalry doesn't get me off my chair.
Yeah.
It's I know it's the new thing. It's just not there yet. And I think it's going to take the college football fan base to get used to that being a conference, heavyweight matchup. And right now it doesn't. But I'm with you. I'm ready for a full slate of you can sit on your couch from noon to 3 to the 7:30 games and have top 25s. It's been very light on the top 25 side.
In 2 weeks, you got Alabama, Tennessee, or the 19th. You got Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Texas, Miami at Louisville.
That's the day.
So
a day like that.
Texas, man. What do y'all think about Texas? What's your? Y'all been able to watch much?
I haven't watched a ton. I mean, I think they're really good. I think last year's run to the playoff kind of proved that, and with a veteran quarterback and then a sky high, that's there when needed. It's a good football team.
Did you watch much of Arch when he had the full game?
I didn't.
I did not.
I didn't watch much at all.
I tell you, I was on a plane, so I got to essentially just dial into it. The dude's talented, man.
He did look good. Yeah,
he is very
not
good.
surprised.
He is very good.
Well,
it's nice having those two arrows in your quiver between him and Ewers. But he can run. He made some beautiful down the field throws that I don't care who you're playing, just putting that ball in that position for the receiver and the timing. Some cross-body throws. I mean, he's a real deal. It's fun watching Texas be where they are now, and seeing them in the that is, I would say, not Oklahoma. Watching Texas against the SEC and getting those wins, that's been pretty fun to watch their entry into the conference with where they are now. Right? If they went there 4 years ago and they were, you know what, it would have been a little lackluster. But they've made a presence, man. It's going to be fun to watch those matchups with Texas playing the big boys.
Such an advantage for the power programs that have stability at the quarterback from the standpoint that they have a guy waiting in the wings like Carson Beck was at Georgia while they were winning, and it's going to be the same thing there. You're going to go from Ewers to Arch. One thing we haven't paused, we'll just end it with this, and then Riley will get your roll and lock pick of the week. I don't know if we sit here and fully wrapped our head around what's coming at the end of the SEC season. You know what's coming? This is a prelude to the madness that will be the 16 college playoff, bracket announcement. There are three super legitimate proven it, and I'm going to include Tennessee in there off of what I've seen. There are 4 teams here that are legitimate national title contenders. Tell me who's going to play in the SEC title game.
Ooh.
Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. You're going to have to get rid of 2 of those to just play in their conference title game. Crazy,
That's
huh?
wild.
All right, give me your roll and lock brought to you by Catlin Drug Accessories. What do you got?
Oh, I'm going to be hated for this.
Yes.
Miami going out to Cal scares me a little bit.
Okay.
It does.
Okay. Long trip.
Cross-country trip for a conference game.
Cal's not terrible, that's for sure.
Game at Cal, they're not terrible. I mean, they beat Auburn. I know Auburn is Auburn and what the turnover factory. Again, I think Miami just scares me with the hype they're getting and some of the weak spots they have, and I want that scares me. I think Cal has a good chance to take them this week.
All right, well, it's on the board. That's the Riley Report brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories every Thursday morning here straight up 8 o'clock. Riles, appreciate you. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Y'all too, boys. See you later.
All right, there he goes. That's Riley. We're back with more. It's a custom tree surgeon Thursday. One storm through, another apparently on the way whenever you have damage or other issues when it comes to the very best in not just the job they do, but the customer service part of it as well. It's Custom Tree Surgeons and CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Make Friday feel like the weekend.
We're wasting time.
That's why we give you Pre-Game Friday.
Let's do it. Come on.
We'll get you ready for the games. Brought to you by Dream Finders Homes, official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and MyBookie on 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Let's start the debate. Why would someone buy a new car from you? We have an exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle. We offer a competitive wow price plus free oil changes. How much will someone get for their trade? We offer more than $4,000 over KBV value. Well, we never lose a trade over price. Okay, when is the best time to buy a car? Right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter which side you pick. At Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet, you get it all. Let us show you why we're the winning vote.
Hey, you can hear from my friends at Lockhart Construction. Shane's dad started the company way back when. They're a longtime Jacksonville business, and Shane's dad, his guys all from here, taking care of people who live here, people like us. You know, we've used Lockhart Construction numerous times. My neighbor the other day was asking me, "You really like Lockhart Construction?" I say, "Yeah, man. I love those guys. They're good folks, man. They do a great job. They've done numerous jobs for me. I had them do a job for my son at his house. They went back and did some other things as well. No job too big, no job too small. Here's the deal. You got a construction need, a remodel idea. What you do is you give Shane a call. He'll call you back. You talk it out and see if you want him to do it. If he does it, great. If he doesn't, that's fine too. Shane Lockhart is number 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy Subs and Sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by November 7th.
We could call them helmets and cleats, but they don't wear cleats.
Those shoes are hot.
Mia O'Brien, Lauren Brooks, and Taylor Dahl.
From the First Coast Lighting Studios at 1010XL.
Weekdays noon to 2.
You think you could join us?
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Rascal Flats. Life is a Highway Tour 2025. Saturday, April 5th, 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena.
The sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats.
I like the sound.
Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you be active, reach weight loss goals, and find your inner strength while you connect with your community. Family memberships at the Y include unlimited group exercise classes, childcare while you work out, and youth sports participation. It's easy to join the Y and affordable for all. Plus, the Y is a great place to meet a new circle of friends. Visit the Y near you or online at fcymca.org.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now.
904-425-5095.
Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back.
904-425-5095.
For a limited time, free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS.
904-425-5095. That's 904-425-5095.
AC replacement? If your AC unit is ready to go kaput, then it's time to call Florida Home AC. With over $3,000 in tax credits waiting for you on select systems, take advantage of it. Call 777-4300. Get Florida Home AC to cool you off.
Hey, Scarline here. If you're like me in the fall, you want to watch football, not clean. Enter Molly Maid, voted Bold City Best Cleaning Service 3 years in a row. Molly Maid is reliable, friendly, and thorough. Visit mollymaid.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
How do you feel about what's going on down in Jacksonville, JJ? Pretty interesting, dude. Pretty interesting down there.
It is interesting. It is interesting. I mean, from the owner before the season saying that it was the best team that they've ever assembled to 0-4 is a pretty quick downfall there. Also blaming the players is an interesting choice that I don't know goes over too well in any locker room in the world. But as a Texans fan, obviously, and a former player, anytime that the rest of the division struggles, it's always good for the boys in age.
It seems like we're overstating the blaming the players thing. I mean, there have been a couple of comments where we got to execute. We can't, but that one was probably the worst, right? We can't call the plays and execute them. But other than that, it hasn't been personal call-outs, and I believe the players are aware enough to know this is a combo effort. And Trevor was asked about another supposition on social media yesterday that it's come to my attention that a couple of players say Doug has lost the locker room, and this would be news to both Trevor and Doug.
I mean, I shouldn't even have to. You got to do your job, so you got to ask it, but I shouldn't even have to answer it. I mean, not at all. I don't know where that's coming from, so I don't even want to really expand on something that's just not true. So,
yeah, I would know. I talk to these guys every day. I see them every day. And no, I have not lost the locker room. I think these guys have done everything I've asked. They continue to play and practice hard and battle, and it's a good group. It's a good group. The right leaders in there, and they know what we need to do, and they're not making excuses for it, and I'm not going to make excuses, and we just got to go do it.
They do, and there's not much more to even say anymore at this point. It is a combination. They can coach better. The players can play better. The quarterback is? It would have been like stunning news if he came out and said, "Yeah, me and Doug are on a disconnect."
Well, and it was also you can tell when they're just answering how they're supposed to answer when they're really like, "What?"
But I will tell you this: if I was the owner, I'd be taking it all in. I'd be taking it all in.
Sure, he is.
Doug Pederson would be in my office. Trent Baalke be in my office. Trevor Lawrence would be in my office. The leaders would be in my office. Why are we 0-4?
Now, question.
Yes, sir.
Every game counts in the NFL.
That's right.
But how important is this game right here? Because
this is it.
0-5.
Yeah, this is it.
Boy.
No,
I mean, it's already over. The stats and math and history have proven it. But we could still listen. Let me ask you this.
This is the difference, though, between 4-13
and 8-9.
8-9.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a team. I don't care if we're like in the hunt, right? I don't care if we're
we're back.
Listen, but seriously though, I'd rather be 5-8 and with pie in the sky hopes of getting back in it than being 3-10 and just riding out the wave.
Okay.
So even if you're not a playoff team, at least give me a playoff type atmosphere. Make the last 3 or 4 games matter.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a long season. We got a marathon, 17 games. I can't take 4.5 months of no success.
Yeah.
It's a drag.
Yeah.
And then when we come back from the bye, just looking in the future, like
it gets a little more manageable.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
absolutely. The Texans, Tennessee, Jets, Vegas, Tennessee, Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's turned out easier than it looked.
Right.
I think what
could you? I mean, seriously, if you could somehow get back to, even 4-7 with those 6 games left.
Yeah.
I mean, you could at least keep their attention like you did in 2022.
Oh yeah.
But to E.T.'s point, and it's a fair one. It's in some ways it's kind of like so obvious it doesn't need to be said until it is, and you realize that this is look, it's probably already over as far as actually making it, but it's not over as far as keeping our interest.
Correct.
Down the line, and that interest level isn't high right now.
I think what annoys me is this reminds me a little bit of last year in this respect.
Yeah.
We start winning some games that we're supposed to, and then we play a good team and we get punked.
Okay.
I'm tired of that too.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, especially last year.
And
I'm also, when you've lost 9 out of 10, I'm really tired of, they were injured last year. Really who? I mean, 34-3 to San Francisco at home.
No, no one was injured then.
The hell was that?
Most people are talking about from Cincinnati on, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Kansas City did it early in the year.
Yeah.
Stymied our offense.
Yes.
Like if Doug Pederson is indeed this offensive wizard, and I don't believe that. He's just an average coordinator, regardless of who's calling the plays. The record shows that. And I told Dan, if I had the gumption.
Baltimore at home, 23-7, not even competitive.
Right.
That's what I mean. Those games make me sick.
Yeah, and all of those.
We should be at the point where we're competing with those
all
guys.
of those games that you're referencing, Dan, you know what the common denominator really is? Even though the defensive staff got sacked, the offense did nothing.
Yeah.
Gave up sacks, scored few points, 3 or 10 or worthless, get you up to 16 or 17. It's been an offensive-driven issue.
Yeah. So I don't want. What I don't want is let's fight back. Let's win Sunday first off, and then
that's
we'll worry about
Just
everything
go,
else.
and again, that's all I'm saying.
But then let's go to London and sweep Chicago, and England will come back 3-4. Let's say that happened. You damn sure better fight Green Bay tooth and nail to the death and win that game at home. Okay? That's what you better do. You better not come back here and lose 28-12 to Green Bay.
Right. Well, but again,
and then go up to Philly and get whacked.
God, please 3-4 first.
Right.
So again, I'm not going to get into when we're going to get whacked.
Did
and
you
how
say
it's
God?
Go. Yeah, God willing. God, please.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Say, please, God, first, let's just win these games. That's what I mean. Like, good God. That's what I meant.
So, anyway, yes.
That's right. We're literally, the drill is calling on a higher power.
I didn't know.
Dear God, please. That's what I'm saying. Dear God.
There's no guarantee now, again, this Colts game sets up so well for him, but of course there's a quarterback situation. Their Colts got some key guys out, but we might have some key guys out.
Let's just win a game.
Yeah.
Win a game. Because if we win a game, then you can call, okay, you got to go win these 2 in London. Then we can say that. Yeah. But to say now, win this weekend, sweep in London, beat Green Bay. Come on, man. We can't beat Cleveland.
Right.
That's why you are what you are. I think the good thing about this.
I also don't like.
All right, tell me.
I'm just annoyed. I don't like, the Buffalo game. Well, that happens in the season.
No.
The hell it does.
Well, it does.
That was embarrassing. 37 points. Who lost by 37 points, Jeff?
Look, Buffalo's great, and they just got waxed by Baltimore. I'm just saying, whackings happen for sure.
Not like that.
Well, no, of course not. We're not that level, though. Baltimore and Kansas City and Buffalo.
Just every now and then you have a game against a good team, and you don't show up.
Okay.
Why not?
Well, I hear you.
Don't waste our time.
Yeah, I can't. I got too much big stuff to worry about that little one.
That's an L. That's one of 4.
Well, I get it. But the other 3 that you could have, should have won are the ones that you should be more ticked about. I guess the only thing, there are blowouts every year, that's for sure. But that was more than a blowout.
Yeah, that was a
college
college game.
Titans game.
Yeah.
That was, that kind of effort, quote unquote.
That was
no bueno. I believe is what the kids
against
say.
Florida.
But I will say this, and I get it 0-4. It was more interesting. If we're going to sit here and talk about a vanilla 0-4 team, it's more interesting to talk about these fake storylines and fires we're putting out about culture and locker room ownership and, the appropriateness of questions. That's what you get as a football franchise on the morning drive.
Oh, gosh.
That's what you get, though. When you're a franchise 0-4, kick out of your own way, your fan base drives in the morning, listening to the local show, talk about culture and listen listen. In what world do we care what JJ freaking Watt says, that dirty rotten Texan? I hate that guy. We sit here and accept this rival sitting on national TV laughing at us.
Yeah,
that's where we are. Bleep you, JJ Watt.
Yeah, do something about it.
Right. So be careful. Y'all paid it. There was a day where a locker room saw a former hated rival say something like that, and they'd rally. They want to, you're right?
Yeah.
Where's that at? Where's that fighting spirit, man?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. If J.J. Watt was right, it's if the players do have a disconnect with Doug Pederson or he's lost the locker room,
then they're
it
soft.
is a condemnation on the players.
That's all on you, player. You better believe that.
100%.
You're 0-4, making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
It's too hard. People aren't nice enough to you. What?
Hey, that's mind blowing. After the owner took care of you. We've got this beautiful practice facility now. We've made a huge commitment to football in this area, and you guys are getting paid. You quote franchise quarterback. You quote leader of the defense. You quote young corner. What are you guys doing?
And that's fair.
But
in fairness, no player's saying this.
Correct.
This is a dude on a typewriter telling me about his sources. I said this earlier, Hick. I can stay here today and I could interview all 52 employees of 1010XL, and I could find 2 that would tell you the GM has lost the station.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
E?
Oh, that ain't me.
Is that you?
No, I ain't one of the 2.
I wasn't going to name names.
Sure.
But I didn't want to name names.
I think it's E. I think it's Molly. I think it's Tom Champion.
Oh, no.
Yeah? I think from the sales side, it's Stacy.
You see my point.
They're backstabbers, every one of them.
You can work at an insurance office, and somewhere you get 100
this
employees.
Could be a case of an agent.
That's what I mean.
Telling this guy, well, my guy said things are kind of weird in Jacksonville. No kidding.
Well, you know what else it could be? You know what else it could be based on basically unconfirmed confirmations through the year, and this is a sad thing to have to say, and I can only hope it wouldn't be true. It could also be coming from someone within the organization who's not a player.
Yeah.
Hint, hint.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got to take a break. We're rocking and rolling a little over. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Northwest Florida's largest RV show is coming to the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. It's the Jacksonville Fall RV Show, Thursday through Sunday, October 3rd through 6th, with hundreds of RVs on display, lifestyle booths, plus register to win a $250 gift card each day. Adults $10, kids under 12 free. Seniors save half off Thursday. First responders, military, active, and retired get half off every day. We'll see you at the Jacksonville Fall RV Show.
Hey, Hicken here for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with more than 5 million active members. It's Prize Picks. All you got to do when you play on Prize Picks is pick more or less on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 player stat projections, and then watch the winnings roll in, baby. And when your Prize Picks hit, which they usually do, you can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes because Prize Picks puts their members first. So all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Man, I make Sunday fun day. But I can do it on a Thursday night too, man. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code JAX, J-A-X, and get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game.
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREZ. Zero Res.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen & Sullivan.
D.V. Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On October 3rd, 1976, future Baseball Hall of Fame right fielder Hank Aaron plated a run on his final MLB swing, driving in his 2,297th run.
Hello, I'm Jerry Holland, Duval County Supervisor of Elections. Are you ready for the presidential election? The clock is ticking. In Florida, you must register to vote 29 days before an election, which is Monday, October 7th. Please check your voter information before voting. If you've moved, visit us at northfloridavotes.com and update your address. Remember also, avoid the long lines on Election Day and vote early. Check your sample ballot for the nearest location. We'll see you at the polls.
Kuhn Flowers and 1010XL encourage you to help those devastated by Hurricane Helene in the Big Bend area of Florida. Kuhn's will be sending a relief truck to Perry, Florida Friday morning to encourage you to stop by their Beach Boulevard location to donate tarps, blankets, first aid kits, bottled drinking water, diapers, flashlights, laundry detergent, towels, and toilet paper. Any amount will help and is appreciated. Their truck leaves Friday morning, so stop by Kuhn Flowers, Beach Boulevard with your donations today.
There are trucks, then there's the truck, GMC Sierra, with available features like the V8 engine, the ultimate luxury interior, and of course, the available world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC has the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. With manufacturer incentives and Nimnik discount, you won't find deals like Nimnik's anywhere else in Jacksonville. Who's got more new Sierras at the best prices? Nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville.
earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks GMCs in Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. Shop 24/7 at NimnickBuickGMC.com or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. So remember, for the best trucks around, it's nobody but Nimnick. You can shop at NimnickBuickGMC.com or visit that terrific showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Wondering what you're going to do for dinner tonight? Southern Steer Butcher is a full-service butcher that offers take-and-bake side options that are oven-ready.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Head coach Doug Pederson says he's confident he hasn't lost the team.
I talk to these guys every day. I see them every day. And no, I have not lost the locker room. I think these guys have done everything I've asked.
Wednesday's press conference saw quarterback Trevor Lawrence express his feelings on the 0-4 start for the Jags.
The hardest part is dealing with it Sunday and not getting the result you want.
JTA Game Day Express is back. Save gas and avoid parking hassles as the Jaguars take on the Indianapolis Colts this Sunday. Let them do the driving with multiple locations around town and passes starting at just $10 on my JTA app. To learn more, visit JTAFLA.com. At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, a couple things because we love you all so much. Just a reminder to make sure you register for our golf with the Tristan Bailey Foundation. That's coming up on November 4th. That's a Monday. We'll be out there hanging out, having a good time, raising money for the Tristan Bailey Foundation. You remember Tristan, wonderful young lady, great family, brutally murdered, and they have all kinds of programs through the foundation. They do so much, scholarships and such. Anyway, we want you to be out with us at St. John's. You can go to tbstrong.org. tbstrong.org, or you can just type in Tristan Bailey Foundation and you'll find it, and you can register. We need you to come out and golf with us, so we'll have a good time there. It's affordable too, and it's fun, and there's all kinds of other things going on. It's a family fun day too, so whatever you can do to help would be greatly appreciated. And then because we care, you like Rascal Flats?
I do, yeah.
E, what do you got going on with Rascal Flats?
Yeah, you see it, Jeff.
Yeah.
Life is a highway.
I want to
got
ride
a pair of tickets
all night long.
A
You
pair
got
of
tickets?
tickets to
Really?
see Rascal Flats at VineStar Veterans Memorial Arena.
Wow.
April 25th. Tickets are on sale tomorrow, October 4th,
I've gotten
10 a.m.
641-1010 right now. You come kind, courteous, correct.
Yeah,
we'll
take
send you
'em.
to see Rascal
Holla at
Flats.
your
You're
boy.
welcome.
I've gotten to where I really enjoy the Daly's place the best to see the concerts.
They've been putting out some concerts.
And I
too.
just mean like the atmosphere,
Yeah,
right?
the
And just the
vibe.
outside. We're getting to that time of year where it's really awesome because the weather cooperates anymore. I guess we got a situation out here on, is it 9B and 295?
Oh, boy.
Say the parking lot.
They had some sort of, let me try and get the exact location. But they're turning people around down there at 9B and 295, a bad wreck. Here we go. Stay away from 9B. Had us turn around. So that little stretch there between 95 and 295 is a disaster this morning.
Well, great news for E and Laker Nation. LeBron and Bronny are going at it in practice.
LeBron James.
So that's something to really look forward to this year as the Lakers win 43 games and go out in the first round of the playoffs. But you know what? LeBron's having a good time with his son.
The Lakers don't fall into this quite as much, but now that we're 3 or 4 years removed from that awkward, weird 2020 season, think about the Dodgers and the Lakers. They both won that year. So the Dodgers, outside that junky 60-game season, haven't won since 1988.
Oh, you're talking about the COVID year?
Yeah, COVID year. Dodgers won a junky season that gets an asterisk, and the Lakers won a title that everyone says gets an asterisk.
Oh, dear.
Who won the 20? Was it the Bucks won the 2020, so they're off the hook. The Bucks won.
Oh, Tampa
NFL.
Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Oh,
won.
Tampa Bay won the COVID
I'm
Super
sorry.
Bowl.
Yeah, they won the COVID Super Bowl.
Right.
LA Tech, 2 of the COVIDs there.
They did. Listen, speaking of the Bucs, speaking of the National Football League, as we get through 4 games, I'm looking at some of the, candidates for quarter pole Coach of the Year: Kevin O'Connell, Dan Quinn,
both excellent choices.
Todd Bowles.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, good. They did it last year though, so it's almost becomes expected. They haven't done anything stupendous. They lost at home to Denver.
Offensive Rookie of the Year: Marvin Harrison, Malik Neighbors, Jaden Daniels.
Neighbors, well, it's Daniels by a mile, but Neighbors has been better than Harrison, hasn't he, or no?
Let me see what Marvin's done here.
BTJ's right up there in the top 3 or 4 rookie receivers for sure.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. Always like to see this, the number 1 defensive Rookie of the Year is right now. They say, and again, this is Bill Barnwell. Kamari Lassiter, corner for the Texans.
Georgia.
42, pick 42. Quinion Mitchell and Jared Verse are the 3 nominees.
Yeah, Verse has been really good. I looked at PFF grades for rookies. Brian Thomas Jr. has the 14th best rookie grade, but Verse was in the top 10 that one.
Okay. Defensive Player of the Year: Fred Warner, Aiden Hutchinson.
What's Hutchinson?
Xavier McKinney.
Trayvon Walker are not one of the finalists?
He's not.
Who picked him?
We did. Hutchinson has been the most productive edge rusher in football, leads the league in sacks. Not the whole story. 14 quarterback knockdowns, 4 more than anybody else. 25 initial pressures, 6 more than second place. Third-year pro tied for second in TFL. Leads all edge rushers in pass rush win rate. If there's a statistic for an edge rusher, Hutchinson tops the charts. So, Offensive Player of the Year: Nico Collins, Saquon Barkley, and Derrick Henry. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'd say Henry.
MVP: Lamar.
Who was the first one? Actually,
Nico Collins.
Yeah, this is receiver. What is it?
Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, it's Jaden Daniels again, by the way. You need to put him in there. Would Jaden Daniels be the MVP right now?
Offense. Well, here's the MVP. His 3. Lamar Jackson 3rd, Josh Allen 2nd, Jaden Daniels 1st. There you go. Jaden Daniels, MVP. So, yeah, just as we get, it's early, but guys are playing good football. Dallas and Pittsburgh is an interesting game this weekend, isn't it? What's going on in the Big D, man? Every day I hear some story about Dallas. Like yesterday was Jerry Jones landing his helicopter at practice. They're always in the news for the wrong things, man. And if Washington's 3-1, the Cowboys are 2-2, the Eagles are 2-2. Who looks like the best team in that division?
Washington.
Yeah.
I mean, they're beating good teams.
Yeah.
Well, decent teams on the road.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is fantastic. McCoy.
Lost to the Bucs. They beat the Giants, the Bengals, and the Cardinals. But they've scored 38 and 42. They play the Browns this week.
The Bengals Cardinals back-to-back road wins are really nice. They didn't punt for like a month. They've been playing well.
Yeah. They got the Browns coming up this week.
And they're going to beat them. They'll be 4-1.
And then they go to Baltimore.
That's a tough one.
They got Carolina, Chicago, the Giants.
7-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones. Every year there's a team that they're ones that are going from out to in. They're going in.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn can coach, Dan. He took the stinking Falcons to the Super Bowl. He can coach. He got a bad deal there. They ran him out awful quick like he didn't know what he was doing.
They have another interesting article, 10 questions on NFL quarterbacks. Early concerns, hot starts. So if they're asking 10 questions, you could almost guarantee one of them is going to be about our guy, right?
For sure.
And how are the Jags addressing Trevor Lawrence's early struggles as they try to get their first win of the season? Trying to get him in a rhythm to get him rolling. Short, quick throws against Houston. Play action on the goal line for a touchdown. Biggest issue is he's missing normal throws that should be easy for NFL quarterbacks. Overthrowing Christian Kirk on a post route that would have been a touchdown, air-mailing a pass to Brian Thomas Jr. that was intercepted. It's a mix of facing a lot of pressure, 32.6% of his dropbacks, and as Coach Pederson puts it, getting too amped up on some plays. Navigating those two issues will help get Lawrence on track. Pederson believes that once Lawrence has a run of success, he'll look like the quarterback he was in the first half of 2023 before injuries piled up. So that's what the Jags are doing. What is the Browns coaching staff's level of concern about Deshaun Watson's struggles? It must be off the charts. It must be. It must be like, what is our level of concern? We've passed that, I would think. What is the main takeaway from Josh Allen's hot start with a much different supporting cast? Allen is still Allen no matter his targets. played at an MVP level, limiting the turnovers. We mentioned this the other day. 0 interceptions. First time he's gone to first 4 games without a pick, and second longest streak at any point in his career. So that's pretty good. Most surprising thing about Sam Darnold's hot start?
That Sam Darnold has had a hot start.
Yeah. He's only played 5 snaps when the Vikings are trailing, and that was in the first quarter of week 1. So when might we see Drake May get his first start? When might we see? I don't know.
I don't know when we will, but I know when we should.
Yeah. When?
ASAP?
Yeah.
I mean, what are we waiting on?
Yeah, they're losing now.
Right.
Yeah. Was it ambitious to expect Aaron Rodgers to be in top form?
Is he? Is Aaron Rodgers? Are you telling me Aaron Rodgers is not playing well?
Yeah, he's not playing like an MVP.
Did anyone think he would be an MVP? I
think people thought that he was going to be the guy that would
I
lead
think
the
if
Jets
I'm a
to
Jets
Super Bowl.
fan, if I'm a Jets fan complaining about my quarterback, then I would trust the trusty 10-10 logo. And somebody remind me last time the Jets were 2-2 and not in the toilet already.
Well, there you go.
You know, I don't, and I know he hasn't been super. What do we got? 65%, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. Yeah.
You know, we're talking about Trevor and his troubles. There's another guy who's a young quarterback who has been, he went to a Super Bowl. That's Jalen Hurts. And I saw this stat about him the other day. He has 82 combined sacks, interceptions, fumbles across the last 2 seasons.
Oh, is Trevor not on pace for that?
He must not. Bryce Young and Sam Howell are the only quarterbacks with more. So maybe not as many sacks.
Well, only 24 last year, right, for Trevor?
Yeah. 82 combined sacks, interceptions, and fumbles across the last 2 seasons.
Okay.
For Jalen Hurts.
Oh, well, there's like, for a guy who has done so much, I feel the smallest amount of faith in that guy from everyone.
Yeah.
But some of that comes along. He brought that in from college. Very few people really believed in Jalen Hurts as a franchise quarterback. Did you? When he came out of Oklahoma, was there any party?
I was curious to see.
Or did you say second round? What's Philly doing?
No, I didn't think that.
Yeah.
I was curious to see. I thought that was an interesting pick. So,
and look, it's way too late, by the way, just to write him off and say he's no good. He took a team to a Super Bowl, but he's really, when you're counting on a guy's main impact being he's the king of the 1-yard sneak, and it almost feels like that's what Hurts has become. He does everything else like an average NFL quarterback. The only thing that he does that's falls into the unstoppable category compared to other quarterbacks is a 1-yard sneak, which is certainly nice every now and then, but not how you make the $50 million contracts, which they paid him already, by the way. You know he's got a cap hit here. I think it's at the end of next year. You know what it is? 90-something million.
Ooh.
Jalen Hurts has a 90-something million cap hit. Well, that's what the text line told me, so it must be true.
It must be true.
Let's talk Sharks football a little bit. We invited head coach Jason Gibson in studio today. Give us a little bit of maybe he can put ET through some drills. A lot of people are looking at last year's Shark season, and they're looking in there to a guy they're counting on,
He was a disaster.
Who was a disaster?
To get him going,
That's crazy.
Well, the injury, the missed assignments.
Hardship, yeah.
That's
what people are saying.
The grades came in and they weren't good.
You lost the playbook. The other team found it.
You didn't grade out well.
Did I lose the locker room?
Yes.
Oh,
100%.
Thanks, guys.
Drill. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Start game day with Insider Insight and football fun. Sounds like a plan. It's the Terminix Kickoff Show, live from Tailgaters Parking.
Let's get back out there.
Brought to you by Gatorade and Clearwater Irrigation.
Okay, it's go time.
On 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, you want to take care of your family, of course you do. That's why I'm telling you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, I'm not. But have you done your last will? I don't want it. You need to, right? Because you want to get your assets to the people that you love. And planning will also help minimize income, gift, and estate tax as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He's going to listen. He's going to help you with some tough decisions, provide you information needed so you are at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. You got questions? Reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
If you want someone who will pump out the problems, vote for the Duck.
Call DuckDuckRooter, your 5-star Google-rated septic company. DuckDuckRooter.com.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. DuckDuckRooter.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
We love talking sports on 1010XL, and I-9 Sports loves giving kids the perfect way to grow up playing sports. Fall and winter registration is underway. Log on to i9sports.com and see all they've got to offer. Kids 3 and up. You can enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount. Year-round sports all across the First Coast. St. John's, Duval, and Clay. Sign up now for fall and winter. Great locations added like Fort Family Field, Westside Middle, and Duval Charter Bay Meadows. It's all online at i9sports.com.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O.
If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
3D Digital has you covered for any of your business's digital marketing needs. From producing award-winning videos to getting those digital ads to follow your customers around the internet, our team has your back. Visit 3ddigital.com or give us a call at 904-712-4004 to schedule a free consultation today. 904-712-4004.
Yo, you already know it's your boy E to the T. And what a week of football and betting it was last week. If you haven't bet with MyBookie yet, they're still running that double deposit bonus. Just sign up using promo code 1010XL. We have another huge week, starting with college and NFL games on Thursday night. Get signed up now for a little Sun Belt, Fun Belt college football matchup. Texas State is a 2-touchdown favorite traveling to Troy. But this is the Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll take the over 58 points on that total. And for Thursday night NFL action, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Atlanta, where they open up as a 2.5-point underdog to them Falcons. I take a long, hard look at betting on the Buccaneers with them 2 points and parlay with the over 43.5 on the total. For a limited time, MyBookie still has a double deposit bonus. Use promo code 1010XL to claim that bonus that doubles your money on your very first deposit, up to $1,000. Double your money with promo code 1010XL before you even place a bet. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season with MyBookie.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Guys don't suffer through this season with prostate, bladder, or kidney issues. Ackerman Urology has 4 convenient locations with advanced urological care to improve your health and vitality. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Joint replacement surgery is always a tough decision, but relief from chronic pain may be just around the corner. Dr. George Barra here, and there's a lot to consider to make sure you get the proper diagnosis and best path back to the range of motion and mobility you had. Age, lifestyle, and overall health all play a part. Let the team at Barra Orthopedics give you a full analysis to help you make the best decision. Log on to BarriorOrthopedics.com or call the office to make an appointment. With offices across Jacksonville and ready to help you feel good again, we'll get you back on the road to recovery at Barra Orthopedics.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Firehouse Subs. When Florida goes up against UCF, the team will see the return of some players off the injured list. Eugene Trey Wilson III is one, says head coach Billy Napier.
I think Trey, I'm not exactly what category we put him in, but I do think he's done some things in practice. He took reps today. We feel good about his progress. That's what I would say.
FSU head coach Mike Norvell appreciates his team's effort, but looks to see greater execution.
I don't think it's been a lack of trying. We've had some opportunities. We've got to continue to execute in those moments. We got to be able to connect in those moments.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers announced they're signing former Seminole linebacker Kalen DeLoach to their practice squad. He was previously with the Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent and went through the preseason with the team. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:08 and it's 78 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Da-da. As long as you talk into it, you're good.
Yes, we're getting you ready. Not for Jaws.
No.
Little Jacksonville Shark talk. Kind of tucked in here to the middle of the offseason. But
Yeah,
Coach
man.
Jason Gibson, nice enough to join us here today.
What's up, Gibby?
Morning.
How you been? You know what? It's brutal. I ask you about this in the regular season. It's not as easy to ask then. I can ask now. It's so hard to lose as a coach, man. I mean, I don't think people know. And the reason I say this, it's hard to go through those tough times because they're same thing, Doug Peter. It doesn't matter what level. You can be high school, you can be Sharks, you can be.
You
so
can empathize
give
with
us
him a
an
little bit.
indication of the search for answers that we could hear it in your voice early in the year, man. You can hear it, the search for answers. And sometimes you probably, as a coach, know what it is, and you also know it ain't going to happen.
Well, I mean, wow, you opened up Pandora's
Yes,
box this
boom,
morning.
that's how we roll.
Well, I was talking about your rant. I don't
Yeah.
want to go on a rant, so I'm going to keep it low. It's hard. I watch what the Jaguars are going through, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. You don't wish that. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what it's like. That Peyton Manning commercial, and get it. We all signed up for this. It's part of the job, and so I get it. But I don't come to do your insurance job Saturday morning. Hey, you know what? You should have wrote this policy this way. You should have wrote it that way. And then go on social media and tell your boss you should be fired because you botched a couple policies.
There you go.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
But it's what you sign up for.
Yeah,
it
is.
It's a results business, and I get
Especially
it.
at that level.
Yeah, especially even at ours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a result-driven thing. But, for us in Jacksonville, what was difficult was, that's the first losing season I've ever had.
Correct.
I never experienced that in 23 years, and you just kind of, what really got us through towards the end is you do two things, and I tell this in our leadership speeches. You have your faith, and you just work, man. You just work. It works. If it's been work for 23 years, it wasn't different. Sometimes it's just not the right mesh, and it happens. It's just we didn't forget how to coach. Doug Pederson won a Super Bowl. People don't realize how hard it is to win a game in the NFL. That is not easy.
Yeah,
that's not easy. And for him to win a Super Bowl, that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I empathize with it, but from our standpoint, it's just, okay, this is what works. Let's continue to get the right people. You have your highs and lows. Obviously, when you go through something like that, you do question things, man. People don't understand. You're laying in bed. You wake up 2:30 in the morning. You can't sleep because you're like, what do I got to do? And it's just, it is a grind. It is the most mentally exhausting thing I've ever experienced that you will never possibly fathom.
And you've not had to do it before, as you said.
Never
like
had to do it.
Yeah.
But then for us to come out at the end of the season, I think we won 5 of the
Got
last
hot at
7.
the end. You found a quarterback.
Found a quarterback, which let's call a spade a spade.
It's a quarter. Every level of football.
Pick a level.
Yeah.
my kid's flag football team, when they were 5 or 6, the best quarterback that team won. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You got a great quarterback.
Tell us how you found him. And
Well, I've been trying to
good to go moving forward. I know
re-signed him.
Okay, good.
I mean, I had tried to get Caleb when I first took the job 2 years ago. Just wasn't
just known.
Well, he had already won a championship in IFL.
Okay.
Played at Troy. He was a great player at Troy University. And it's weird when we recruit people, ask where I get players from. I get them from NFL Cuts. You get them from, coaches, agents, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But there's certain schools that when I get emails from agents and people that I know that school produces dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple schools that when I see Troy University produces dogs.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
guys, just grit, do whatever it takes to win. And so he played there. And anyway, we got towards the end of the season, and I talked to Caleb, and I said, you're not coming here to finish the season. If you're coming here to go ahead into next season. And that was the case. And
got to give you a lot of optimism then.
Well, yeah, because then we can work backwards. That was a priority, and we got that fixed.
Who ended up winning the championship?
Wow.
Do you remember?
I was there.
Yeah.
Oh, Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, they did a good job. They went on a run at the end, and it was crazy. They were last play of the game, 4th down by 5 or something in a semifinal game.
Right.
They go for it and get in, win it.
That league gives you those kinds of
doesn't it?
I mean, they were out of the game. They were down by 2 scores with 4 minutes left.
That's
Next
crazy.
thing you know, there's last play of the game. Quarterback runs a boot, gets in, he scores. They advance to the championship game, and then they just blew out Massachusetts.
Differentiate for us if you can, as best you can. But to me, that was a kind of a big deal. You've been coaching this indoor football for a long time, and this league's rules even threw you off for a second, which I'm sure surprised you.
Hey, you know
what were those differences that now you're going to feel so much better going forward? And you said you haven't forgotten how to coach. Well, if they change some of the things, then it's not a matter of forgetting. It's a matter of, oh, gosh.
Well, it's the schemes of the rules that allow the linebackers. AFL was very restricted. AFL was very restricted. It's a particular game. It's 3 receivers on 3 DBs.
Period.
Mm-hmm. That's it. So it's man-to-man, or you can run and 2 coverages. That's all you can do. And when we started the season, I brought in players. We all made mistakes. I
Sure.
realized, but through the season, as you started seeing it, different style of players.
There you go.
And we started filtering through it, and it was different. But I think a lot of the coaches went through the growing pains. A lot of coaches called me, "Hey, we see the progression."
You told us that.
Yeah, So
5 of your last 7 speaks to something.
But all that stuff, that's in the back door.
Yeah.
Now it's back to, okay, we know what we got. I've got the quarterback. We're in Jacksonville. We're winning.
And look, the competitor in you're in a better league where you can't just, there are times in the other league you just roll it out and you don't even know if they're going to disband before you play and see Antonio Brown, right? So, you got to bring your chops, you and your players
16,
every
17
week.
teams, you got to show up.
That's right.
There's good players across the board. So, but the rules threw you off for a little bit. It's definitely a little bit different, in the new league. If there's 4 minutes left in the game in this league and you have the ball, it's outdoor football. It's 4-minute offense. Game's over.
And it wasn't like that in the other.
In AFL, you're down by 3 scores with a minute left. Good God, you could score 3 times under a minute. But in this league, there's no got to get positive yardage to stop the clock.
It's more of a hybrid football league.
It's really more of a hybrid league, but drop 6 people into coverage on a small hockey field with 3 receivers. There is nowhere to throw the ball. And
you better be able to run it. You told us that, too.
You have to run it or you're dead in the water.
Yeah.
What do you got? What
What's the offseason entail for you?
What do we got going on?
Free agency hit yesterday, October 1, which was good, meaning you're allowed to sign players from other teams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They got a really cool rule in this league. You're only allowed to sign 1 restricted free agent from a team.
Okay.
That's it. So if I just we just signed Edward Vander. I think he's one of the top running backs in the league out of Quad Cities.
Okay.
I can't sign another player from Quad Cities.
Oh, okay.
So that keeps it, if something happens and a coach moves to another team,
he can't take everyone with him.
He can't take his whole team with him.
Interesting.
Keeps parity, and so that's why there's been 7 different winners in 7 years.
Your league and your team is unique to their, and Jacksonville has become a big enough, productive enough football, hotbed that you have tryouts. And there's a way, are there ways for people to earn their way into your team, or are you past that?
It happens, but
you will hold them, no? Or am I speaking out of turn?
No, I've got one November 23rd
that's what I thought.
Flex Field.
And handed a note here, Dan.
And you do a couple things. Really is what you do is you bring them all in. I just went to the UFL one down in Orlando.
Okay.
Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I would think you'd just be looking for a kicker. That's what would catch your mind.
Well, there's a workout in October. I'm going to this kicking camp. So trust me, that's actually priority number 3 on my list. It was quarterback, offensive line, and then kicker.
Okay.
Well, it's good to see you, Gibby.
No, definitely.
Have a great
Continue
offseason.
success. Enjoy your time, though.
Nah, real quick, I appreciate you all with the support. We do the high school player of the week.
Okay.
That's been outstanding.
Good.
And we've partnered with 1010XL.
Nice.
So just appreciate you guys' support on that. It's really fun. You don't realize the difference you make with those kids.
Yeah,
for sure.
When you see that, and of
It's
course,
a nice thing.
My guy
And we
Steve's
appreciate
listening.
the Sharks and the role that they play here in the spring. What a great fan base we have, and they showed up all year long, even through the slower
They're
start.
very supportive.
Yeah.
They want to win, and I get it. So make sure they call for tickets. Was it 904-621-0700? If I don't say that, if I go back to the office, I'm going to get killed.
Yeah,
so
right.
I got to throw that out, man. But I appreciate you guys.
Anytime.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, we'll be back with more next. Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill right here, 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Playoff teams limit their weaknesses. Offense, defense, and special teams all contribute.
All three phases come into play.
Listen for the Crown Royal Special Teams Player of the Game.
Sometimes special teams can be fun.
On 1010XL.
Did you know you can charge the all-new Honda Electric Prologue in the same receptacle as your phone? You don't need these special charging stations at your home. Simply plug in your Honda or your phone. See your local Honda dealer now. We're electrified.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day and any time. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for decades, and he's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of concierge medicine. I'm going with him. So, you know how sometimes you're not feeling well, you call the doctor's office, hey, well, we can get you in next week. Now with Doc T, he'll get you in right away. Medical emergency, here's his personal phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week. Think of it like being a member of a exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as physicians, Doc T's the best. Rick Townsend is the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest, fixture in our community. So yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups, Doc T's got you covered. Just go to mypvconcierge.com. That's mypvconcierge.com, and you'll be glad you did. And join up with Doc T.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Rascal Flats. Life is a Highway Tour 2025. Saturday, April 5th, 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena.
The sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats. Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
Baloo here for the Blue Crab House, located right off of San Jose. It's on Jewington Creek Road. They've been around since 1996. Indoor-outdoor dining. Also, takeout is available at the Blue Crab House. Open 4:30 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, noon until 9. Remember, Tuesday, $2 margaritas. Wednesday, $1 oyster night. How about the blue crabs? How about my personal favorite, the Canadian snow crabs? Whatever it is that you fancy, you get it right there. The Blue Crab House.
Start your week with a Hall of Fame breakfast.
Well, I'm hungry. How about you?
Join Dan Hicken, Jeff Prosser, and Jags Hall of Famer Tony Bazzelli for tons of football talk. Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida. Monday mornings at 7:20 on 1010XL.
The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the Amco transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia.
Jacksonville, are you ready? The college basketball season is tipping off with an epic in-state showdown. The Florida Gators and South Florida Bulls go head-to-head in the Jacksonville Sports Foundation Invitational. Be there Monday, November 4th at Veterans Memorial Arena and witness this in-state rivalry live. Secure your seats now at Ticketmaster.com. It's Florida versus South Florida to start the college basketball season on November 4th in Jacksonville. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Mia here. The name to remember this hurricane season is Pro Jax Roofing. Your neighbors have relied on Mike for 25 years to repair or replace their roofs. When you call Pro Jax Roofing, you only talk to Mike. No expensive salespeople. You always get the best price for your project. For the lowest insurance rates, a free wind mitigation report is always given with your roof replacement. Pro Jax Roofing wishes you a safe hurricane season. And if needed, Mike is here to help. Call today for a free estimate or go online at projaxroofingfl.com.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Googie Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1 second left. Hackers are ready to score. Will your business defense hold? Double-check cybersecurity stops threats 24/7. Don't wait. Visit doublecheck.com today to schedule your free security consultation. Act now and stay protected.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Dear Mets, please find a way to win tonight. Make me happy. I'll go support you next week in New York City.
You're going to go to a game?
I'll shoot up there maybe for a game.
It always sucks when you have the lead late and lose it. It hurts a little bit more.
Pete Alonso, as you prepare to leave New York, if you could get maybe one big hit before you go, I'd appreciate that.
Didn't do much our series either.
Good gosh, man.
Is he playing himself to the point that you don't care if he leaves?
Oh,
do you need him?
He caught the wrath last night. He's like 4 for 38 with 4 singles since his last home run.
And he didn't do anything against us.
Yeah.
In fact, he rally killed a couple of times.
Yeah. So
hard to you don't look back on that series with the Braves winning 2 out of 3 and advancing on. It doesn't feel like that. And losing too quick to San Diego adds to that feeling.
Yeah.
It feels like we lost the series. It's weird.
Season's
what a weird
over.
season. The Braves don't have much in free agency to worry about. I think we all know Max Fried is gone, and with Spencer Schwellenbach's emergence and Strider, coming back, they're going to be fine. At the top of that rotation, you worry a little bit about Sale not able to pitch down the stretch. They needed him in one of those games. If they go Sale Fried, we might have a different story.
I think that you got a great year out of Sale, but the negative part is.
He's locked up, though.
And maybe you should. Yeah, I know, but he's going to. I mean, for him to go through a season and not get hurt is amazing. But my worry with Sale is when you needed him most, you didn't get him. Well, and so maybe they should have limited him. I don't know.
You can say that, but he literally, every game he pitched was a must-win, and they won every game down the stretch. And when you only get in by game, One start that he did, if he skips one start down the stretch, they
Yeah.
may not have gotten in. But the bigger point is, and to your point, so what they got in.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened in those two games is no different than if they just lost Monday to the Mets.
I guess you keep your playoff streak
You
alive,
do, but I'm
so.
just, as far as winning a championship, it's no
Yeah.
different than if you'd have lost one to the Mets.
Big loss for UCF a couple days before the game with Florida. Xavier Townsend, he's a wide receiver and return specialist. He's opting out. I'm out. Preserve his red shirt with the intent of transferring. He gone. 10 catches for 70 yards and a score, 10 punt returns for 121, 7 kicks for 162. So I guess kind of an electric player who will not be electric anymore. Probably not happy with how he's being used or whatever. So he gone. He gone. They all have him. And he's the latest. He's the latest. Let's go to the Garber Auto Mall phone line and get Joe Yu in here real quick. Joe Yu, what's up?
Top of the morning, boys. The 80s was such a great time. Do you remember the movie Less Than Zero?
Oh,
I do. It was a dark, gross movie.
Yeah.
It was Little Rich Kids. But in that soundtrack, LL Cool J presented a single on that soundtrack. Would you guys remember the name of the single, LL?
I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared.
No, that's Bone Crusher, my
that's
boy.
Bone Crusher.
And
I'm
that's
sorry.
from like 2010 to
I'm sorry.
1988.
Less Than Zero.
I do have no. I'm to be honest with you, I didn't know LL Cool J was going yet in '88.
Well, okay, there's that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
back to Cali.
I'm going
That's
back
his?
to Cali.
Cali.
That was that movie?
Cali.
Back to Cali.
God, that feels like a '90s song to me.
I like that.
Sir, it was 1988.
I believe. No, I don't.
So,
I'm not. Well, I'm not arguing you. I'm saying that feels like a '90s song to me. That's a '90s
Oh, yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
That's
It's still, bro, it's still not.
Yeah?
It's still
Wow.
not.
No, all right, it's still not. That's a depressing movie right there. Even for like that, it's hard for that kind of movie to depress like a teenager or young adult. And it did. I mean, you could be like a high school senior or a college sophomore and watch that movie and like, ugh.
Drugs is bad.
No,
Okay?
drugs. And so is prostitution.
That's to pay off your drug debt. Yeah,
that was the part
theme
that
of it.
that's the dark part I remember. That whole thing.
Yeah, I think everybody.
He wasn't quite Tony Stark yet, was he, Joe?
Nah, man, that was he
Wasn't
was
quite
really
Iron
on
Man.
drugs during the movie. Robert Downey Jr. really was like,
Well,
he
yeah.
was living that life.
Wouldn't surprise
Hey,
me if
I
some of
thought-
those other activities were really going on too. Nod.
Let me get to that.
Oof.
But hey, I don't understand game day. I know they want to have every school, but it's gonna be 6:00 in the morning there when game day starts. In California.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean,
Where are they?
Miami Cal.
They went to Miami Cal.
That's
for game day?
embarrassing. They're
Yeah, that
going
is
there
silly.
because they want to knock Cal out because they have never been there. But that's
not a good spot.
I don't like that. Go. You're supposed to go to the big game, aren't you?
Yeah, I get
I mean, we got to get the
algorithm,
Sunshine
man.
Scooter across the country here for
No,
this
he
one.
He won't be there for that one.
I mean, what are
we're
we
gonna
doing?
We're going to leave Corso back home. Maybe the idea
What
is
about the dog?
get as far away from Florida.
What about the dog? The dog's got to go all the way down to California.
Who has the dog?
Herbie.
Herb Street. I don't
you
watch a
guys
lot of game
are
day.
Familiar with the Calgorithm, the Cal Twitter team?
I have. I
They
saw
are
that. Yeah, they're great. They're
you
great.
know the name of they've dubbed this game. You can only imagine. At first, it started off as communists versus convicts, and with all the imagery, and but
Yeah.
now it's being deemed woke versus coke. So,
Your California friends at Berkeley they just don't know how woke it is down there in South Florida.
No, I'm talking about.
I
Cal.
know.
We're
I
going
know
to
what
Cal.
you.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
I hear you. Yeah, I'm just
I
saying.
know.
You got more woke. Well, actually, who are we kidding? You think they're not doing coke out in Berkeley? Come on.
Oh yeah, exactly. So hey, as far as that game day, you know who won't be there? Your boy will be sleeping in.
Yeah.
Are you going to the game?
Marriott Union. Absolutely.
This
Yeah, I'm
guy's
at the
a
airport
nut.
there. So
I'll
I
give
was
Joe
going
credit
back
for
to
that.
Cali.
Joe is a great
All right,
fan.
you and LL Cool J have a good trip.
All right, Joe.
All right,
You.
boy.
Thank you.
I'll bring back that W for you.
Yeah.
All right, we
Go
can't
Saints.
wait.
Go Saints. Nice job in the rivalry.
NC State edge Red Hibbler entering the transfer portal. He has 6.5 sacks in 2023.
Must be red shirt time.
Yeah, so he's going to the portal.
You're not allowed to transfer and play the same year, are you?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, that's next. You got. I mean, I don't know. It used to be have to sit out for a year if you transferred.
Isn't it like if you transfer down, you can?
I know. You know what? There's probably even in the same season, there's probably a date that you could do it and still play that season. But like, I guess you can't play 4 games and then after the Tennessee Georgia game, go play for Alabama. I guess.
Here's a good story. So Missouri and Texas A&M are playing, right? And the quarterback for A&M is that young kid, Marcel Reed, right? Remember him against Florida, killing us, right? First start. Anyway, his sister, Bria, is the assistant director of on-campus recruiting for Missouri.
Okay.
So Drinkwitz was like, I'm sorry, what? Who's your brother? So the story is that Drinkwitz, and this is fair, he's not letting her around the practices this week because he doesn't want to put her in a bad position, which is cool.
Well, people asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he said it's creating an interesting dynamic. At the end of the day, that's her brother and that's her blood, and we know that she's doing her job here, but family's so important, and we don't want her to be in any type of conflict of interest. In fact, I just saw her in the hallway a second ago, but I'm not letting her in the copy room, and she's not going to have her eyes on the scouting report.
Man, college football has gotten so, diluted, right? I mean, it's hard to go. You can go anywhere, and somebody's got some sort of tie. Now, that close to tie, probably not, but.
He said, I wasn't joking. Bria is awesome. I actually didn't even know until after the Florida game that was her brother. If she wants to go to practice, she could be out there for the same as the media, first 5 periods. Well, that's fair. I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, but that's. And the second question is, how come we didn't get him?
Because we don't get players, Dan. I mean,
Mizzou?
literally the two best receivers in college, the two best freshman receivers in college football, both from Florida. One at Bama and one at Ohio State.
No, not us. Missouri, his sister, quarterback's sister.
Why.
I'm saying, why didn't we get?
I got you.
Yeah. I know that. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Make the turn for home.
Well,
Lots to
there's
do.
something waiting for you
Yeah.
ahead. They want us to not get you too excited, so we just say it that way. It's a custom tree surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Bet live with Hard Rock Bet. Real-time wagering till the very last play. Missing the kickoff doesn't mean all bets are off.
Delay a game on the guy who hasn't bet yet.
Sometimes you just know your team is going to come back. The sportsbook for every kind of player.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Firehouse Subs is turning 30. Celebrate with them on Tuesday, October 8th from 5 to 6 p.m. at the Mandarin location. Meet Jacksonville, your favorite Jag players, and the cheerleaders. Join the fun at Firehouse Subs, 9825 San Jose Boulevard in Mandarin.
David Ammon here with Zero Res. Ammon, I can't believe it's been 20 years since we started Zero Res. Do you remember? You were only 7 years old and we had you cleaning the vans after school.
Yeah, I'm grateful I've always had a job that taught me to work hard, take care of things, and to appreciate our good customers.
October is birthday month for Zero Res, so what are we doing for our customers?
Just say happy birthday Zero Res and we'll give you $50 off. That's $50 off carpet, tile and grout, upholstery, or area rugs.
Zero Res.
Spelled Florida backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
I'm with Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville, and even though you're the place to go for fun, you're also a place to go for generators. People need generators.
And the Honda lineup is amazing. They make the super quiet model, inverter technology, the electricity's super clean. You can have conversations with them. You can back up your whole house with a Honda generator. So we have them in stock, and we're ready to ride.
So you have generators big enough that could run everything in the house.
Absolutely.
Check it out, Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency for generators.
A different path means a new hope for Miami football this season.
Find out what you need to know about the Canes on the Performance Painting Hurricane Report.
Keep an eye on the Canes as they strike back on 1010XL. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a gravy taster from Jacksonville, Florida, me, Dennis Mosley.
Hi, Ken.
Okay, Dennis. 100 plumbers surveyed, top answer on the board. What does it mean if someone says your home has hard water?
It's made of ice? Let's see. Hard water. Oh, is it club soda mixed 4-to-1 with vodka?
Last chance, Dennis. What is hard water?
Oh, is it that lime scale stuff that makes my taps all crusty?
That's right, Dennis. And a water treatment system from Bueller Air and Plumbing will eliminate troublesome lime scale deposits that can ruin your expensive appliances and let your neighbors know for sure that you are cool.
I wonder if I can get me a gin and tonic faucet.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREC. Zero Res.
Pace Carline here. If you're like me in the fall, you want to watch football, not clean. Enter Molly Maid, voted Bold City Best Cleaning Service 3 years in a row. Molly Maid is reliable, friendly, and thorough. Visit mollymaid.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
NFL insider Jordan Schultz is reporting that Doug Pederson has lost the Jaguars locker room. Pederson responded to that report on Wednesday.
Yeah, I would know. I talk to these guys every day. I see them every day. And no, I have not lost the locker room. I think these guys have done everything I've asked. They continue to play and practice hard and battle. And you know, it's a good group. It's a good group. The right leaders in there. And they know what we need to do. And you know, they're not making excuses for it. And I'm not going to make excuses. And we just got to go do it.
Doug Pederson on Wednesday. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
All right, I'm cooling down for me about the baseball playoffs. We'll see what happens. The Royals advance. The Tigers advance. They took out the Astros. Astros won't be in the ALCS for the first time in 8 years, I think. Alex Bregman may be done there. Might be some serious changes coming in Houston, or they might keep him. We'll see.
You stole my move. You know, mine is focused instead, though, on the Atlanta Braves. We saw the last of Max Fried. Max Fried was a great Brave. It was a good trade. This is pre-Anthopoulos. Max Fried was an awesome Brave. Won Game 6 of the World Series in Houston. Rolled the ankle, about dang near broke the ankle, and continued pitching. And he's just been a really good left-handed starter for Atlanta, and did it this year for $15 million a year. This guy never held out, never just pitched his game, and now he's going to go make a ton of money, and I hope the Dodgers pay him $50 million a year just for the work that he's done for the Braves. And Braves don't have much in free agency. They're not losing much, right? They signed everybody. So the majority of the Braves core is all signed for multiple years to come. There'll be some fine-tuning of the pitching staff, the bullpen, and some bench. A disappointing, odd, long, yet strangely non-frustrating season. Usually when the season ends in those playoffs, you got to about you, and I just give him credit for getting there, I guess. Could have won last night. It's too bad Freed didn't pitch good. If he had pitched a good game, we'd be alive.
Well, if you like football, today's your day. 56 straight days of football on now, so enjoy the ride, boys.
Oh, because we get to those
College
Tuesday
and
MAC games and whatnot.
56 straight days of football.
I've got
tonight.
Mrs. P just neck deep in the NFL. If there's an NFL game on, she will ask, "We got football tonight?" She loves the NFL weeknight games, Sunday, Monday, Thursday. I could get her on board with the college, Hick. We may just have football
there you go.
on the house all the time. How are we closing this finale? What have you two brainiacs come up with here in the break?
I always leave that to my man E to tell me what we're doing.
Either way. We can either trend or we can go New York City headlines. There you go.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Maybe not.
No, we are.
Oh,
He
okay.
was just giving me a heads up.
All right.
Now he's letting me prepare.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
You ride together?
Yeah, and we die
Yeah,
together.
they do.
So,
These two.
Brought to you by our
he
friend,
started the daggum show this morning. Dan didn't even tell me. It's a good thing I wasn't farting.
It caught me off guard this morning, too.
He just started the show. I'm like, it seems kind of quiet in here.
I didn't have my headphones on
You're getting cues for an upcoming story. I can't even know we're on the air.
Oh, dear.
These boys are vazzed up, Googans. Don't kid yourself.
Yes, we are. Brought to you by our friend Rick Townsend, mypvconcierge.com. He's a great doctor, and he'll get you into a great group of guys, and he can practice medicine with you and make sure that you stay on a healthy track. So mypvconcierge.com. Hit it! In plain sight, Texas teen sex trafficked from Dallas Mavericks game, details being abducted, transported 200 miles from home.
I remember this story as it happened, or the on the lookout for. So, man, what in the world, dude? Special place in hell for these sex traffickers. Special
13-year-old girl lured to beach and beaten unconscious by 30 youths as crowd filmed attack.
Yeah, cell phones and suck. I saw that. That's in another country, I believe.
Trouble in Paradise tourists horrified as gunmen storm beach at 5-star Cancun resort, execute man before fleeing on jet skis.
What? This sounds like something in a Jason Statham movie.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Liam, don't worry. Liam Neeson's after him.
Boeing jet's engine catches fire before takeoff with nearly 200 on board. Pilot!
We got
Stop!
Got a situation
Stop!
back here.
Hit the brake!
Yeah.
Good God.
Got issues port side. Oh, wait. That's
golly.
This thing's going to be a boat if you try and take it up in the air, okay? We're on fire. It's going down. I'm in a flying boat right now unless you stop.
Strike it rich. Union boss who threatened to cripple economy lives in Lux's 7,000 square foot mansion with guest house and a Bentley.
Well, they just got to protect the rights of workers, Dan. That's all he's doing. Yeah, these union bosses, dude, they march to the beat of a different drummer.
Angel Reese loses a $100,000 bet to Shaq.
Which was? Do we know what the bet? Yeah, I only read the headlines.
I only read the headlines, but I can tell you, she said, I'll bet you $100,000 you can't make a free throw, and he nailed it.
You know what's beautiful about that? $100,000's a lot to her and ain't squat to him. So there you go, big mouth.
Oof. Mark Cuban drunkenly bought lifetime American Airlines flight pass for $125,000, and then I upgraded it.
Listen, I don't need Mark Cuban acting like he's got to be drunk to lose $125,000. I mean, he spends that at a night at a restaurant, doesn't he?
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
Bad influence. I was a 6-year-old at Diddy's white party. Weed and topless women were everywhere.
Where? At Diddy's?
Diddy's.
That's why everyone
6
goes.
years old.
I mean, what is wrong with these sex perverts, these deviants? They need to be castrated and walk through town and then dumped in the river. These people are disgusting.
Connecticut man accused of punching pregnant woman in carjacking attempt at Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru.
There's so much wrong with that story. I need some. Let's go toward the lighthearted and fanciful here to close up.
The ugly
My
truth.
God.
Jennifer Aniston dispels the wildest rumors written about her and confirms the accurate ones.
Okay, I'd have to know the Jennifer Aniston rumor mill, and I don't. I know she's not married at 40, which makes her laden with issues.
Biting back, Lana Del Rey slams local couple for tracking her new alligator tour guide husband with drones after wedding.
Yeah, she's the singer-performer who married just some country boy Gator wrangler or something. I don't know Lana Del Rey. Do you know her? Nope.
Bogus skydiving instructor jailed for lying about qualifications at California school that saw 28 deaths.
28?
Oh, gosh. You need to go to
And we lost another one.
You're just preying on
Pull
people.
the chute.
This is
it
where
wasn't wrapped. It's not working. It's
where
not working.
This is where, if you're that business, you just got to prey on people that don't have a phone, a TV, internet. I mean, how does a place that is literally seen 28 deaths as part of its skydiving service stay open?
You want to go skydiving? Yeah, let's go.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, this one's had 28 deaths, so I'm not going to take a pass.
User reviews. They've got 4 touchdowns of death, honey. We're not going there.
Oh, boy.
Huh? These dudes have a pep rally for death every Friday. See how many they can kill this weekend. Holy hockey sticks. 28? And you're still a business?
Yeah. 28. It's a little much, isn't it?
You want to, can I give you a stat that speaks to this? I'll
Please.
throw in a Shazam before we're done. A Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. Truck Guy.
Yeah.
The Murray Ford Superstore has been terrific with me, and we always send you with the right direction, in the right direction here on the drill with some of these trusted sponsors and loyalties that we have, all of us here. So that's certainly one there. It's the Murray Ford Superstores. Go to ShazamAuto.com. And Shazam, they'll trade anything.
Shazam!
I've told you about the Braves' lack of scoring, and I know it just kind of at some point it just falls on, oh, well, too bad. What do you think the Braves' record is this year when they allow 4 runs?
I remember early on it was like awful.
Yeah, 11-60, Dan.
Yeah.
If you only win 11 times when you allow 4 or more, then you just can't hit.
Yeah.
And it's so contrary to what this team has been the last 2 or 3 years. Last year they set records offensively.
Yeah.
And by the way, and it's easy to pin a lot of it on all these players lost because it does add up to just an unwinnable situation.
Mm-hmm.
But Riley and Acuna could have played all year, and we weren't having the kind of offensive year at all like they did a year ago. So, yeah, you can write off to the injuries to a degree, but did you have this stat earlier?
Which one?
You did, didn't you? The salary stat, Hader versus the Tigers?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. $18.8 million for the 26
the
Tigers.
entire 26-man wild card roster for the Tigers is $18.8 million, and Josh Hader, who's a total bum, by the way, $19 million.
Yeah. He served up a
I really
clearing
think I
double.
would rather have a Aroldis Chapman, age 50, than Josh Hader. I mean, when I tell you I think Hader is the worst of the worst.
You a hater on Hader.
I'm a hater. I have seen I guess it's just bad.
Be a hater.
I guess it's bad luck for him. Like every time I turn Hader on, he chokes and blows it. Every time.
Wow.
I bet you in fact, he must have blown a game against us this year because it's staying awful fresh. I mean, we had an injury segment with Doc Murphy today where I said, man, there's a baseball injury I saw, and I literally couldn't come up with it, and it's Joe Musgrove from the game I watched last night, inning 3. That's what you're dealing with here when you look across the desk.
Oof.
That's what you overcome every morning when you look at me.
That's a lot to overcome.
It's a big debit.
Yeah, that's a lot to overcome.
I'm dumb.
Huh?
I'm dumb.
Well, that'll happen. You know? Yeah, we'll see. So we'll play game 3, and then the next round starts this weekend, I believe. I don't know if they start Friday and Saturday, or I know we start Saturday if we win, which we may not.
Now, the 2-minute drill brought to you by Injury Care Centers. Discover BioTarget Regenerative Therapy, a safer drug-free solution for lasting pain relief. Visit GoBioTarget.com.
That's mock pride right there.
Big mock pride, baby.
Mock pride.
That's right.
I like that.
Got to get a T-shirt out of the tuition I pay.
Oh, your son goes there?
Yeah.
Mock pride.
There you go.
I got a buddy who went there.
Florida Southern.
Yeah, it's a good school.
Correct.
What's up, my man? Demps is here. He's got Jaguars today coming up.
Yeah, ready for the Major League playoffs to start this weekend.
Yes.
Hope you're all there.
Yeah.
We're there.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
No.
No, today we got breakfast bowl.
Oh, who?
Tony bought this week, didn't he now? now. Yes, he did. So we're hoping we can run that back again.
Okay.
But we'll talk despite the fact that they're 0-4.
Yes.
I mean, everyone's playing poorly. So we'll look for, among other things today, the quarter poll MVPs on both sides of the ball.
That's a hard find.
A lot of votes already for Monteric Buster Brown.
I know.
I mean, a
hard
lot
find.
of people have voted
I'm
for
telling
him.
you, we were talking about it early this morning, and like even to the point, MVP, how about who's playing good?
Yeah. Well, there's enough
Yeah.
for me. It wasn't that difficult for me to come up with my two. And
Okay.
I think they'll be frequently mentioned this morning.
Let me ask you this. If I had asked you in August to make this prediction for this day, would you have the two that you've come up with? Okay.
No.
Would many have come up with those two?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe one of them, but.
And that would be a good thing if the good players were playing really good and this guy was playing even better.
Wow, right,
Yeah,
exactly.
but
But
it's
I mean,
not that
I
way.
think we would have hoped Trevor Lawrence would be your MVP on
That would be
offense.
nice.
And, I don't think that's the case so far.
Well, stay not buying in the Breakfast Bowl.
I
Good luck.
hope to. That's the plan. All right, thank
Have
you.
a great show. That's Mike Dempsey. Jaguars today coming up. Jeffrey, our work is done.
It is. Good luck tonight to your Mets. Ish. That's going to do it for a
He doesn't mean it.
Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. Enjoy Jaguars today. We'll see you tomorrow.
Stop the cap.
The drill.